everybody. Welcome into our live gem show, the moving edition. Our air conditioner is out in some parts of our building, so we are here where it works. Kind of cute. Get to see something new. That's exciting. I am your host for these festivities. I'm Athena, the founder of Sage Goddess. Robin is taking care of herself. She's going to be out for quite a while now. So I will be writing solo with you for at least the next few weeks. But I'm going to have fun with you. We're going to have a good time. We've got gorgeous things for you today. And I want to give big thanks to Team SG, who's just, incredible at adjusting to changes and wouldn't miss this opportunity to be with you for anything. I also want to say happy early first harvest. If you're in my Living Sanctuary class, I'll be live with you Saturday night from 5 to 6 p.m. Normally not live on Saturday nights, but it is August 1st and I want to do it on the day. So I hope you're excited about that too. Oh, you are! Crystal Leos is wearing your terminated quartz bracelet today. I still absolutely think that went to the perfect right home. So are you loving it? It's so fun to see all these treasures go where they need to go. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying I look good because my hair is really dirty and I'm really sweaty. In fact, earlier I was like, I'm not like a BO person, but like I definitely smell pheromonal today. Rachel and Louise are sitting closest to me, so they're gonna have to suck it up. Anyway, we're all a little sweaty, but we're happy to be here with you guys. I'm so glad you love it. Okay, couple surprises for you. First of all, tell all your friends that they need to be here because it's a cute little Rachel. Look how cute that is. Last time I worked with ayahuasca medicine was 2 years ago. Hard to believe. And I charged all this gorgeous champagne topaz from the Shigar Valley in Pakistan. I got it directly from my friend who mines directly there. And it grew in a pocket with black tourmaline. So some pieces have black tourmaline, some don't. I found it in the process of starting to organize myself. And so it's not the first item, it's later in the show, but if you want, a lot of you tend to like the stones that come from journey experiences. So if you are interested in this, it is coming for you today. It's a cute painting behind me, right? I bought that a long time ago and never quite found a right home for it. So she gets to be with us today. Yes. Okay. So rules. My favorite things. Live chat, not top chat. Why? Because see at the top, look at everybody's comments and then look above the comments and there's a little, should say live chat or top chat with an arrow. Yours needs to be on live chat because when it's on top chat, it makes it look like you won everything and you're the only person that's here. Okay. What else? Please don't. So here's how this goes, right? If you're new, welcome in. Everything I'm going to show you today is for sale. I'm going to talk about the thing. I'm going to tell you and everybody how much the thing is. And then Team SG, who today I've got Amber, I've got Jazz, and I've got Louise on the turntables as always. Thank you guys for being here and moving around. They are the ones with the gold box around them. So when they post, that's what you're looking for. You can't say sold on anything until they post. Then what I do is I cut their comment and paste it with the word sold. So if I'm talking about something and you're like, whoa, that's my jam, I don't want to miss that. As soon as you see the price, if you want it, then just cut their comment, paste it with the word sold. If I have 1 of something and you're the first one, you get it. If I have 10 of something and you're the first 10, you get it. Okay. Yay. So there they are. And you can see the comments. And they will be announcing the winners. Also, any leftovers will be posted. I always forget.
So they'll be posted after the sale on the event page. And in our insider group.
Insider Facebook group. Circe is here moderating and always thankful for her work here because it helps you guys a lot. She's able to help you with questions. And so she can also put up the link for the Insider Facebook group. If you're not in that Facebook group yet, what are you waiting for? It's free and it's fun. Insiders are going to be getting a lot of cool stuff over the next few months. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. So be sure you're in the Insider Facebook group. Do you have any questions before we get started? Have a notebook. I've been teaching for 30 years. This year was my 30th anniversary of becoming a teacher. And so now I get to teach about gemstones, which is my most favorite thing to teach about. So you're going to learn a lot too. Some people come just to hang out and listen to my inappropriate jokes and learn. And I think that's awesome too. Okay. Thrilled that you're here. Okay, so today we've got a lot of exciting things, I think. And we always start with a giveaway. I usually try to wait a minute because seriously, as soon as we start, she shares this event into all of our places and spaces. So I usually try to wait a few seconds so that everybody who wants to be here. So that's usually why I give you my wind up. But yeah, can you believe it's first harvest this weekend? I always say it goes from August 1st to Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year. Like all of a sudden it's like when I have grown children now, but when they were young and in school, it was like August 1st, and then all of a sudden they were in school, and then it was Merry Christmas. So hang on to your hats. This year is flying by faster than I want it to. I'm glad that learning is your favorite part. You know, somebody said something to me the other day, like, oh, well, you know, you sell stones. And I thought, I think of myself as a teacher, and I think of myself as a conduit for stones to find their homes. But it's so funny. I'm like, I think of myself more as a teacher and less of a salesperson. I mean, the real deal is I don't think all of these stones are for any one person. Maybe there's going to be 3 or 4 today that really speak to you, maybe. And so I try to tell you as much as I can before I give you the price so that you can be thinking. Yeah, I know. So the high holidays this year are for my students in a program called Living Sanctuary. It's my most affordable program. I think it's $29 a month, and they get a class every month plus all the high holidays. Next year I may do things differently. My current programs are ending in November, except for gemology. And if you're not in gemology yet, what are you waiting for? sagegoddess.com/gemology.
It's really easy to get caught up too. We've only had 2 classes. You can you can purchase the past classes and get caught up in a weekend.
Yeah, you can. It'll be fast. I love you too. Yeah, I was going to say, I shouldn't complain about the heat. Maybe it's 85 degrees in Torrance today. Maybe it's 90. Y'all are in places where it's like 95 and 5,000% humidity and all those things. So yeah, so all students can come to the high holiday, not just Living Sanctuary, but yeah. Yay. All right, well, let's dive right in with no further ado. Did I forget to miss anything?
No, we're good.
Okay. Oh, thank you for that, Angela. She said, I love gemology. Best class in ages.
So fun. If you're new, the only thing is make sure that your YouTube @handle. So if you look in the live chat, if you want to comment something, you'll see what your @handle is. Just make sure that's in your Sage Goddess account. You go under my information, account information, and then just update it where it says YouTube.
Make sure you add the @ symbol.
And include the @symbol.
Nothing else, just your kind of.
Right. So I always say if your name is Rachel Jones, but your handle is check out my cooter 69, I will be looking for Rachel Jones, and I won't be able to put together that that's your YouTube handle. I don't judge your YouTube handles, by the way. I mean, sometimes late at night when I have nothing else to do, I think about really funny ones that I could create, really inappropriate ones. So, okay. Yeah, sit on your ice packs, honey. I'm going through, I'm at the end of menopause now, but it's which seriously always says there is no end to menopause, but girl, I will fight you on that. There has to be, for my own sanity. So I'm old and like I'm hot all the time. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a name. Check out my cooter 69. Okay. You ready? For me, the hard part is just not spending the whole 3 hours telling you stories, because storytelling is my favorite teaching modality, right? And I've been writing about gemstone stories. I wrote what is still considered, even 7 years later, to be the best crystal history book on earth, Crystal Lore, Legends, and Myths. You can get it on Amazon. So you can read more. And what's cool is there's an index that is alphabetized. So if you're just quickly looking for a stone in the story, you can search it real quick that way. This blue, right? So this is lapis, but like not just any lapis. They call it ocean lapis in the trade. So if you are like me and you go to Tucson and Denver every year, Like, not all lapis is created equal. One of the things you have to know is lapis is actually a conglomerate mineral. It's a mix of lazulite, calcite, and sodalite. And so the most prized pieces are the lightest blue, or lazurite, I should say, because that's the lazurite, and that's the most expensive and the most rare. Like sometimes at Tucson, you'll find lazurite specimens, like little tiny pieces that are hundreds of dollars. So the ocean lapis is super high quality because it's got the most lazurite. It's a lighter blue. It's not super dark like the sodalite. And then you want less white, which is the calcite. I mean, calcite's a great stone, but if there's too much calcite, it's considered a lower grade. Okay. Cleopatra. I'm a little Egyptian. I know a lot of you have Egyptian lineage too, or just love Egyptian culture and heritage. Cleopatra, who ruled us for many years, this was her stone. She thought it brought her power and longevity, and so she quarantined it. And in fact, the Afghan material, which is what she was mining, is 300 million to 700 million years old. And that's where this comes from as well. Even still today, the Afghan material, you cannot compare it to any other pockets of this stone. So power, we call it the Queen's Stone. If you would like it, I'm giving it away. I don't even know how much this piece would be worth now, but it doesn't matter because, you know, you're not buying it. And I wish I had a whole bunch of them. So just say yes or give that to me, or I need that really bad, and I will choose a winner.
It looks like what the Earth looked like if you're from in outer space.
It does.
But back before we had too much pollution.
I know. Now it's hard to see everything. You're Middle Eastern. Yeah. So a lot of us, it was funny when I did my DNA testing and came back with that, you know, North African Egyptian piece. And I went to my dad and I'm like, nothing else surprised me, right? But the North African, and he was like, Egypt. Like our people got around, you know what I mean? The Greeks were banging the Egyptians. Remember, the geology of the planet used to be different. Sorry. We're fornicating. Okay, so let me see where this is going. I'm excited to give this away. I couldn't stop looking at it. Rachel and I were both like, whoa. Right, look at that. There's a little ring. Oh, and then I was remiss in saying really good, and you can see it, really good lapis has pyrite, gold ribbons through it. So it's lazurite, calcite, sodalite, pyrite in the matrix that we call lapis lazuli. By the way, lapis lazuli means blue stone. So our ancestors were like not being clever. Literally, they were like, oh, blue stone. Okay, this piece is going to... This piece is going to tiny... I love your handle, by the way. Not as much as like, check out my Cooter 69, but tiny moon goddess 6124. I'm imagining you in my mind as I say, this is for you to cherish and hold your power. Never let them see you sweat is the mantra of lapis, right? And more than that, never let them smell you. You've been sweating all day. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's like patchouli mixed with dirt, kind of my smell today. Speaking of patchouli mixed with dirt, there's like 36 bottles left or something.
Yeah.
At sagegoddess.com. This is 5 to 30 year aged patchouli that I blended for you myself. So if you would like that, it is insanely good. Let me put some on to cover up my sitch today. And now I didn't cut this very much, so this is strong. So you can dilute it if you want to. I put just a little jojoba in it, but it's by and large, it's like 90% pure. So, and you can smell it.
I added a little vanilla to mine. It is so good. Like just
vanilla
with
would
that
be
rich.
really nice.
Yeah.
Vanilla is an aphrodisiac. So is patchouli, by the way.
It's so nice to like layer it.
I like that. Congratulations, Tiny Moon. Look at that. Annette said, stay sparkly, Tiny Moon goddess. I love that. That's really cute. Okay. Oh, you love downshift? Isn't downshift great? Downshift. So a lot of the perfumes this year I've kind of like designed around a purpose, and downshift is literally everything that is in the natural world that functions like an anti-anxiety or antidepressive agent. So it's designed literally to downshift you from up here to something a little more manageable. So yay. Okay. That was awesome. I'm really excited about where that's going. The next item for you, I only have 3 of them. It's let me grab my flashlight. Remind me to bring in Rachel, because I have like 19 flashlights at home, and we're always trying to charge this one. It's a little malfunctioner sometimes. Look at that. Look at that purple and green in this fluorite. So fluorite is the stone of what we call dharma, which is bigger than your soul purpose. Look at the magenta at the end. So these are 6-sided, hexagonal, hexagon, XC in Greek. It's good to learn the Greek numbers because then you understand your geometry. XC means 6. So this is a 6-sided vogel. It's wider at the feminine end and more narrow at the masculine end. So it's $29. Did you guys get that? I have 3, only 3. So we use a vogel to gather up unwanted energy and release. We gather in the feminine side, we release through the masculine side. So this is a spiritual tool that I've been teaching you about for a long time. I wish I had more of it. The blue stone is lapis lazuli. Yeah, so anyway, congratulations. I know these weren't going to last very long. And it's beautiful. When you get it, you're going to go, gosh, that looks almost black, doesn't it? And that's why I hit it with the flashlight. My favorite fluorite is this color because I like the deep purple, the deep sort of, it's almost like an army forest green. And I love the magenta flash. And you only get that in the darker specimens of fluorite. So congratulations. That was a good life choice for you. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about garnet and schist. Schist is a funny word. I don't know why it, is this the garnet schist? Yeah, okay. It makes me laugh to say schist because it sounds like shit. In fact, I think Robin named something at some point. The schist. Yeah, whatever. It was funny. Haha, geology humor. Downshift smells medicinal because it is. Like it's not like floral, you know, so it's not like a perfume, but a lot of people have told me it's been helping with insomnia. I don't even know if we have it anymore. So sometimes I feel bad talking about stuff that we do. Yeah, we do. Touchdown. Okay, so now we're going to talk about schist. Should I, what I'm going to do, and again,
move that camera back and then we'll,
yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll move it back here. That way I can move this and that.
And then Lewis will do the controlling. You just put it to the.
Okay. So I have, actually, I need, I know. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So I've got 4 different sizes. Small, medium, large, and extra large of garnet, mica, and schist. So this is a combination of, and by the way, I wanted to teach you, remember how I taught you about light play effects in gemology this week? I taught you the difference between aventurescence and agilurescence. Mica, the light play inside of mica, which I'm going to show you right now, this super sparkle. See how it looks like it's glitter? Is called schistosity. Isn't that cool? Somebody asked me that last time, and I'm like, well, mica has its own shimmer, right? Because it's literally, this was the first eyeshadow that anybody ever had was mica that they ground, right? So I have 4 different sizes of these. Here's the small. So the small is 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Maybe it might be better to do it on the other camera, Louise. So I'm going to bring it down here so I can show you close up. So 1.5 to 2.5 is this size right here. See that? And I'll hit it, some of these pieces with the light so you can see it. This is the next size up, which is 2.5 to 3.5 inches. So this, I'm going to tell you everything in the prices so the team can get moving, and then I'll come back with the metaphysical. Okay. Sorry about my mark with my drink. Okay, so this is these are $29 for the small. This one right here. The medium is $39. I have 4 of the small. I have 7 of the medium. You're gonna want this, so get your fingers ready. I haven't told you why it's important yet, but I was really excited to see these today. The large, I cannot believe the price. $49. And then and I have 3 of those, and then the extra large, which is over 5 inches. This is $59. So again, small, it goes from $29 for the small up to $59 for the extra large. So these are garnets. Do you see this right here? And this right here? Those are garnets, and they have been covered in mica. Is that incredible? So mica is about your inner shine, right? Your inner magic. And garnet is about grounding that inner magic. And then these also they're covered in calcite crystals, which is about gratitude for what you have before you manifest more. And then there's black tourmaline in these pieces too. And this mica is not lepidolite technically, it's a silver mica, but it still carries a lot of those properties. So this is peace through grounded beauty is what I would call this stone. And it's so cool. Hi, Gloria. Isn't it beautiful to see? And I'm gonna show you each piece again, because now that you're looking at it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can totally see how those are big garnet. I imagine like a faceted almondine garnet under all of that mica. Isn't it beautiful? So almondine garnet is my favorite grounding stone to work with of all stones, because it's a gentle grounding. You know how hematite is like almost too heavy for me. I don't often go to hematite for grounding because I don't want to be too grounded. That's a buzzkill. You know what I mean? Don't completely kill my vibe. I just want to be grounded and happy and peaceful. And so this is all of those things at once. So again, here's the little teener. See how you can see look at all that quartz. And I didn't even mention the quartz, because I was focusing on the garnet and the mica and the schist and right? But I mean, there's a ton of quartz in the matrix on these pieces too. The larger pieces are not, they're too dense. And garnet is not a translucent stone, but where you have big quartz pockets, you'll see it. And anyway, I did want to show you this too. I think these are already gone, but this is where I like to geek out. So mica grows in microscopic sheets. Do you see that? I'm a picker, so I'm not gonna do this to your stone. But those are actually, there's literally like pages of a book, and you can move them. I don't know if you can see that that's moving, but you can actually peel that off in layers.
Take out the flakes.
Yeah, right? And then you can see it on my fingers. See what I mean about eyeshadow? I've done party tricks in Tucson, right, where I go around rubbing stones and then rubbing them on my eyelid, which is totally not something anybody should ever do. But at the end of a long day in Tucson, when it's hot, I'm not thinking straight. And also, I'm a Leo. We do stuff like that. Congratulations to everybody. Jeanette got one, Ashley got one, Rosa got one, Jen Hightower, Hillary, Brusette. It's not everybody, but I'm trying to acknowledge some of you. Karen got one, Karma, Jennifer got one. Thrilled for you. If we have any left, we'll let you know. The only thing I'm missing, you guys, I'm realizing now, is the computer so I can see the tally. It's really helpful for me. Is there possible to get something here where I could see it? That would be so awesome.
We'll start to make some room.
Because that way I can tell you what's left. We have 5 left of the $39 clusters. We have 3 left of the largest size, which is $59. We have all 3 of the largest ones. They're really gorgeous. If you're a collector, I would not miss out on that. I will say these are the only pieces I've ever seen, even though I've gone to Tucson and Denver forever, where you have all of those minerals at play. So that is a cool combination. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And it's one of those things, mica shows a certain amount on screen, but when you get it in person, it's like even more beautiful. So, all right. So now we're going to talk about triple rose serum. and gua sha. This is a fan favorite, even among our internal team. This is in my travel bag right this very minute. And in fact, the last time I went to Austin a couple of weeks ago, I thought I didn't bring it and I panicked, and then I found it at the bottom of my travel bag. So I love this size for that. By the way, this will last you quite a long time. It is $22. I have 42 of them, and you get not just the serum, but you get the little butterfly gua sha tool. And this is sitting in my bathroom, and I use it all the time. And I have one of these in my travel bag too. So if you don't know what gua sha is, for me, it's something I do every single day because it changes your skin, and it doesn't just change it temporarily. The practice really began in China. I did a whole class where I taught gua sha, and I only did half of my face. So like on the one side of my face, you could see my eyelid lifted and you could see my chin smoothed, and then I didn't do the other side, which left me kind of vulnerable. But it so basically the way you do it is you want to hold, trying to do it on screen is hard. You want to hold the skin and then move like this. This part goes right under your chin. And so if you're somebody who's concerned about what we call jowls, which is like the skin sagging here, you got to do it every day. You can't just do it once and go, I did it. Now when's my skin going to look better? And then the other sides of the stone, this side right here, I use over my eyebrows. So you just, again, you want to hold your skin and pull. I have makeup on, so I'm not going to really do it. But then I go like this. I pull my eyebrow or eyelid up and like this up my forehead. And you can see a difference. Especially like me, if you're, I'm trying to age gracefully without serious interventions, because the people I know who've done fillers and stuff at my age have had to go back and have it removed because it starts getting weird. The filler to me is like pre-death embalming, and I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather try to use the tools available to me to make my skin look better without going to such extremes. So anyway, this is a really cool duo, and this would make an awesome gift too. And the other thing is, if you loan this to anybody, you're not going to get it back. So if you're like me and you have an older daughter, she's got friends, right? They're going to find out about that and then be like, I want that. Okay, congratulations. Do you have any questions about any of that? The ingredients in the serum, by the way, triple rose oil, which is 3 different kinds of rose from 3 different countries, and it's magnificent. It's bright red. And that is in here pure with lavender, geranium, and a little bit of patchouli. And it's heavenly for your skin. And I should say this too. The one thing I try to reinforce to everybody is your whole body needs skincare. Women, my mom, for example, and even though she was an esthetician, she would focus on her face. I do my skincare here. I do my skincare on my arms. I do my skincare on my hands, because a lot of the ingredients in Sage Goddess skincare are designed to prevent age spots. Your hands and your neck start telling your age before your face. So take really good care of your skin. And then the other thing is, if your neck is kind of crepey, up like this with the top of the butterfly up over your neck every morning, every night, you're gonna see a huge difference. Extra pro tip, keep this in the refrigerator when you're not using it. And then I cannot tell you how heavenly it is, especially in the summer, to go get this in the morning when your eyes are puffy. And what I do is I lay my butterfly right here and right here, and it just feels so good when it's cold. It'll reduce the puffiness, your bags. As we get older, our eye bags develop eye bags. And it's not cute. So congratulations. Karen got one of the big schist and quartz and mica and garnet clusters. Congratulations. It's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, if you're allergic to patchouli, first of all, I'm so sorry. My life would be so different if I was allergic to patchouli. You would come to my house and probably just break out in hives, because I washed my sheets in patchouli, and I took my curtains down and washed my curtains because they were dusty, and soaked them in patchouli, and my pillowcases, everything. Yeah, totally put in the refrigerator. I'm telling you, it will change your life. And if people come over and ask why you have gemstones in the refrigerator, those are not your people. I would just be like, IYK, YK. It's a thing. Okay, now we're going to talk about peanut jasper. This is such a cool stone. Peanut jasper flames. We have 10 of these, $99. It's one of the rarest stones in our lineup today. And when I tell you what it is, I think you're going to be as fascinated as I am by it. It's not made of peanuts. It is 145 to 165 million years old, which makes it late Jurassic period. So where we call it peanut, where it looks like peanuts and peanut color, that is actually fossilized sea creatures. So this was where sea creatures who were living in the ocean around this stone, this is where they went and lived 145 to 165 million years ago. And then as the stone started to age, just like petrified wood and other stones too, all that little organic material slipped out, although there still are fossils, microscopic fossils inside. And it was replaced by quartz and agate. So that's why it has a measure of hardness scale that's the same as quartz and agate. This is called an ichnofossil. ICHNO fossil. An ichnofossil is a stone that shows the structure of the fossil or where it lived. So if a fossil is just the fossil, it's a fossil. Technically, ammonites are ichnofossils, and so is Kambaba jasper. Right, Kambaba jasper is very similar to this, different region, different part of the world. These are Southeast Asian, where Kambaba jasper is Madagascar, right? South Africa, off the coast. This is about recognizing that, what did I put in my notes here for you? I wanted to tell you something very specific about this. You ready? Because my students and I have been studying legacy the last couple of months. Like, what's going to outlive you, right? Your words, your actions, the things that you teach people are going to outlive you, right? Your legacy is not just what you leave behind, but it's the pathway that you carve during your life. So this is your life path, legacy stone. And for me, like, I hope when you look at it, it becomes a reminder to you of the importance of the paths that you create for yourself, and also the pathways that you open for other people. And I've always said that. I think the most important thing I've done in the past 15 years through Sage Goddess is connect you guys to each other. You know, people have met, gotten married, found their lifelong best friends, like all kinds of things through Sage Goddess, because you met at an event or you met online or in a group or a class. And so I think that's a big legacy piece, right? Is not just how you live your life, but the pathways that you carve. And I would say, as I'm getting older, also what matters to me is the opportunities that I create for other people, right? I've lived all my dreams. There's nothing I ever wanted to achieve that I haven't achieved. I wanted to go all the way in school. I did. I'm a doctor, right? I wanted to own my own business. I did that. I wanted to travel all over the world. I've done that. I wanted to be on television. I've done that. Like, I don't have any life goals that I haven't achieved. I wanted to write books. I'm a published author. So I would say, think about what it is that still remains for you to do, and let this be a stone that reminds you, right? And when you're down on yourself, because we all get down on ourselves, like, have I been, you know, the best friend I could be, or the best parent I could be, or the best partner I could be? You have a living legacy that is beyond even what you can imagine. I'm sure you don't know, because none of us really do, right? The extent of the impact you've had on other people. And I have. And my other wish, honestly, always in my life, because I never fit in, I wasn't popular in school. I didn't really want to be, because the popular kids didn't turn me on, you know what I mean? And I always tell my kids, like, the most popular kids in my school didn't turn out to be the most successful, right? Don't chase that. But I've always, because I felt like a misfit, like a weirdo, I wanted to get the other weirdos together so that we didn't feel so weird anymore. And I did. This is like our weirdo trophy. Peanut wood jasper. You know what I mean? Hi, Sarah Cole. I'm thrilled that you're here. I know your Ula Hula Hope and Flow, which still is not as interesting as Check Out My Cooter 69, but it's a good handle. Yeah, but I mean, do you really want to fit in with all those people? Now at our age, we're like, fuck that. I don't want to be those people anyway. But, you know, at 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, I did want to be like them. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations. That was a long story for like, you know, a very short purpose, but I wanted to make sure that you know all of that. We have a few of those left if you'd like one. We have 9 left of the triple rose serum with the gua sha tool for $22. We have 9 left if you would like that. All right. You fit in more with animals. I have always fit in with animals. You know, animals are my people. And animals are honest too. If they don't like you, they don't pretend to like you. They just don't come near you, right? Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Pyrox Mangite. Donde está? Oh, is it this? What's this? Oh, but is there 2 different sizes?
No, one size.
Oh, that's the zircon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting old. This is why I have my readers here, honey, because sometimes grandma can't see. Put on my glasses. And by the way, I don't like all animals either. If your animal's a little jerk, I'm not interested in that. I like nice animals. Okay. I don't know where we're going with that. Where I was going with that. Pyrox Mangite. Okay. These are incredibly rare. I don't want to make you nauseous looking at it, but kind of like shining it down on it. Do you see how it's like the most red, beautiful rhodonite you've ever seen. This is a pseudomorph of rhodonite. Okay, so it's related to rhodonite, but it is not rhodonite. And these are, I have 21 of these at $29 each. You can look up Pyrox Mangite, PYROXMANGITE. This is the Phoenix stone. What's the difference between Pyrox Mangite and rhodonite, Athena? Well, I'm so glad you asked. It got hotter. It was subjected to greater heat over the course of its geological development. I would love to see you wire wrap that and wear it. So, and the mineral difference between manganese and Pyrox Mangite is pyroxene, hence the name. This is one of the rarest gemstones in the world, interestingly enough, and it's about rising above the challenges of your life and overcoming spiritual challenges to become the phoenix, which I have done in the last few years. And I know a lot of you have been on phoenix type journeys too, where the universe has just tested you and you have succeeded. Forgive my band-aid. I bumped into something and broke my nail below the nail surface. So very painful situation over here. Anyway, congratulations. Your 2-year-old tabby cat's a jerk. Aren't tabbies always jerks though? Like my smudgerman, who now goes by Papa because he's an old grandpa, is a tabby, and he could be a real asshole if he doesn't like you. He's generally nice, but anyway, I know this is a good one, especially like I said, if you've been through major spiritual challenges, which I honestly think right now being human is a spiritual challenge. I went down a rabbit hole last night, and I probably shouldn't have, but I couldn't sleep. So I was like doom scrolling at night, and I went down this whole rabbit hole of these prominent folks who were saying that 10 years from now, colleges and universities won't exist anymore because they'll be irrelevant. I was like, as a professor, I was like, that I would be out of a job because my skills wouldn't be needed. So they say. So anyway, maybe. I do think the world's going to be very different. Like, I can imagine that. I oftentimes think, like, if my mom was still here, there are already some parts of our world that she wouldn't recognize. And it's only been 5 years, It's hard to imagine. But yeah, the guy was like, who's going to need professors? AI will be more intelligent than you ever were and able to put things together better than you ever can, and it'll be instantly accessible. So why would someone pay money to come sit in your classroom? As a teacher, I still think, like, I will still go to my teachers at that time because I can't replace their lived experience, right? Maybe. I think it's fucked up. Anyway, congratulations. How we got there from here, I don't know, but it's an interesting line of questioning. So when, I mentor a lot of young people, and when they go, should I still go to college? I still say yes, if you want to. But I love learning for learning's sake. Don't you? Isn't there something really cool about learning something fun? I'm with y'all. I'm not excited about it, but I'm just telling you things I watch when I'm trying to fall asleep. Okay, we're going to talk about tourmalinated. Yeah, is it possible to kind of line up the next ones? The tourmalinated quartz. Is that this one right there? Okay.
It is
So,
giant and beautiful.
Yes, it is gorgeous. These are 7 to 8 inch specimens. This is another one where I thought the price was kind of awesome. But we're going to go with it. $49. That's all black tourmaline, my loves. $49. Black tourmaline protects the nouns, people, places, and things. She's so thick I can't get the light to penetrate her, but they're kind of, you can see it. Isn't that cool? Back here, you're not going to be able to penetrate with light because it's so tourmalinated. It's so dense now, but on the more open quartz sides, this would be like the best stone ever to have outside because the elements are not going to hurt tourmaline. And you do need to have a nice big piece of tourmaline either right near your entrance or right outside your entrance to your home. Really, really important. So it's like sweating black tourmaline, lucky stone. But what I love is, like, look up on it, right? In some places, it almost forms these like triangles and geometries. But the density of that tourmaline is so gorgeous. It almost looks solid black on the surface. So quartz is a magnifier, it makes everything bigger, and tourmaline is the protector. So this is magnified protection for $49. I know it's fun. Well, it's kind of cool, Mary Marinos. I think these shows almost serve as an elective class for gemology, right? And I've developed a new methodology called the crystal intelligence method, and it categorizes our stones as dense, absorptive, and reflective. Black tourmaline is for sure dense, potentially absorptive, and in this case, somewhat reflective. You are getting excited. I don't want to say sleepy. We got a long way to go. Not gorge. Anyway, congratulations. We didn't have a lot of those, but we thought they were really, really special. And it doubles as a weight. Yeah, it's true. Amy said, I've never seen druzy tourmaline, and it really does have like a druzy appearance to it. It's sparkly.
And it's cool when you can touch like the tourmaline, like
it's true because it's exposed. Yeah,
it's exposed.
I like that too. There's a couple of stones today that are just cool from a tactile perspective. Like when we get to this white amethyst, and yes, there is a thing called white amethyst, and yes, I will teach you why it's called white amethyst. But like how you can see the inside of the geode, and then they polished a generator around it. It's absolutely beautiful. So we have some cool exposure stones today too. When we get to the red chalcedony, I'll talk more about that too.
I'm super excited about the next stone because I have never seen it, and I've been here for almost 7 years.
Now I'm looking. What is it? Oh, orichalcite.
I mean, yes, I couldn't find even like any information in our handbooks.
You love this color.
I love that color. Might have to keep one of the smaller ones, guys.
Okay, so down we're
not
line 12. We have 25. I think this is the piece for you. Actually, look how pretty it is because it's got and you. I haven't shown you shit, so you're like, hey, could you show us so we can see it? Can you guys stop drooling over it so we can participate? This is orichalcite. Isn't this gorgeous? It's from Mexico. I love the United States, but I love Mexico. I've been so lucky to be able to travel throughout most of the country now. And there isn't a part I love more than other parts. I actually love Central Mexico the most because it's the most authentic, right? The touristy stuff is like no me gusta, but if you take me to like Central Mexico, and I was a Spanish professor, so hablo fluentemente. But anyway, orichalcite is the color comes from zinc and copper. And the reason it's, you can tell now that I'm saying that, you're like, oh, it's kind of a kind of a chrysocolla-y blue, but it's all druzy. And then can we just talk about the matrix? That's all iron oxide, which to me it's so Mexico, right? It reminds me of a Mexican sunset because especially in like Sonora and the northern parts of Mexico, the sunsets look like that. And then there's a part of Mexico I haven't been to in person yet, but I fly over it every time I go, and it's on the western coast. And I swear to you, the water is that color, and then the rocks and the land leading up to the water is that sunset color, and it's gorgeous. Eyeshadow. If I was in Tucson, I would be doing it. So anyway, I'll tell you more about it. I'm going to tell you the pricing first. So the small pieces are $44. And then I have a couple of large. I have 9 large at $54.
Wow, look at that one.
This may go down as one of the most beautiful stones of the entire show, and also the messiest, but I'm here for it. Look at that. Even in the back. So why do we love copper in the metaphysical world? Because it moves energy. Can you turn the camera? Oh, sorry. Can you point it? Can you go to the other? Oh, there I can do it. Okay. Sorry, I thought I needed you to move it for me, and I don't. So I have to bother you. Okay, so orichalcite. Let's talk about it. What did I write here for you that I wanted to tell you? This is the stone of starting over. And this is the stone of breaking through rather than breaking down. Which honestly, don't we all need this right now? Life is that way. When challenges present themselves, and I swear to you, this looks like the Mexican coastline in that area I was telling you about. But in life, shit's going to happen to you. Are you going to break down or break through? Keep on moving, don't stop moving. I'm a Leo, fuck it. Next. So I think this is your stone that just reminds you that situations are not going to get the best of you. You're stronger, you're tougher than that. And you can move the energy. You don't need to sit in it. Right? So anyway, congratulations. Luna got one of the Pyrox Mangite too. Congratulations. Charlene got the Triple Rose Serum set. I know. I do. I am one of those people, like, I don't mind the dirty hands.
That's why you wear dark clothes, right?
It is part of it. Oh, thank you. And he even wet a little top. Thank you. That was really thoughtful. But look. So when you get your piece and your hands are dirty, remember I told you so. But anyway, I just thought it was really cool. It looks like a mint chocolate sandwich kind of. And by the way, these are all geological layers of time, right? So you can see how the iron oxide formed first, and then the copper silicate river flowed in and then crystallized. And that's literally how this formed. So love this for you. It does look like an ocean between two islands. Nicole, how are you doing? Beautiful. It's good to see you. It really, really does. So anyway, one of her favorites, one of my favorites. It's a good one. Orichalcite. I know we all congratulate Jazz on Louise. And I would also like to congratulate Louise on Jazz. I think it's a beautiful pairing. She's busy. Okay, so congrats. Yep, a lot of folks getting those. Tammy got one. Jen, Creative Native. That's cool. 5175. Stacy, Amy, Sybil, Lori, Ashley, Jennifer. Aw, Peaceful Penguin said a mini paradise. It kind of is. Okay, next we're going to talk about abalone rings. Mother of Pearl. These are really pretty. We have...
These are the last of them.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
If you have teeny town fingers like me, my pinky finger is actually a 3.5, and this one is a size 4.5. But some of you have tiny fingers. I have 2 of these natural. These are mother of pearl rings, size 4.5 for $19, and I have one size 7.5, also $19. Isn't that pretty? Mother of pearl forms in tiny layers over time, and the brown in it is a mineral called aragonite. Aragonite helps you create mental structures, and the abalone is for deep healing. So it's about how you think about your healing, or how you focus on your healing. But I do love that you can literally see the orange ring of the aragonite around the center of the mother of pearl. Isn't that pretty? I know, size 4.5. There are people, my I guess my wedding rings have always been a size 5. Have always been. I was only married once, but I had a couple different rings. So I can technically fit the 4.5 on my ring finger, which is a 5. So again, if you have small fingers like me, this will fit you. My index finger is a 7, so you can see the 7.5 is a little loose. But if that's your size, I've got your rings. Jen Hightower got the 7.5. So this is literally your ring, darling. Got it in my hand. If you wear it this way, Jen, check it out. You're going to have more of the mother of pearl on the front. And if you turn it this way, you're going to have more of the aragonite. Isn't that cool? I like that a lot. It would fit you. I know. I have such small fingers, and like all my bracelets have had to be custom sized and stuff because I have small bones. Big mouth, small bones. Oh. Okay, that would be a great thumb ring too, by the way. The 7.5. Obviously, if you have a size 4.5 thumb, I want to see your hands. My thumbs are like 7.5. Yeah, so here's what's cool about again, I know these are gone, but like the formation of it. I think the 4.5s are still there. So the aragonite is actually what allows the nacre of the mother of pearl to form. It's the matrix. And so the first layer of the nacre forms, and then the aragonite, and then the next layer of nacre, and then the aragonite. It forms like that over millions of years. That was a special one. Okay, now I'm going to drum for you. Yay! Last of these drums, by the way. These are shamanic drums. I don't know if we know the skin.
I
used to do. I don't know. We will find out for you. But it is natural hide. They're done the right proper way. I've made drums before, so you always want to have the cross on the back. That allows your hands not to get tired. I mean, if you're sitting in a drum circle for, I always use my hand, but you've got the mallet too.
Goat skin drum head, and it's Meranti wood frame.
Did you hear that? Goat skin. For a little drum, these are $59 each. They were originally $109. This is all hand painted. If I lined 3 of them up next to each other, they would look different. The artist literally, it's like their fingerprint. They're all purple and they're all butterflies, but they're all hand painted. So I think that's kind of cool. Momo helped me get these made for you years ago, and so this is the last that we have. In shamanism, the shaman with the drum controls your heart rate. So when we start, energy builds. For your youngest granddaughter, lucky lady. This would be a great first drum. But I will also say I have one of these at home because sometimes I travel to drum circles and I don't want to bring my big frame gong drums. They're expensive. I don't want them to get damaged. I don't need that, right? This fits in a backpack or in my, tote bag, and it's like away I go, and it weighs nothing. But you don't need you're going to get the big gong sound. With the beater, but Also, what's cool is the beater fits in the back. What did I do?
No, whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, that was that. Congratulations. 100% butterfly skin. Oh, the picture's gonna fall on me.
The vibration was too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
My drumming was like too
No.
aggressive.
Yeah, Lisa wants to drum too.
They're so pretty. It's a good one. I mean, here's the thing: you can't go buy a natural hide drum for $50, $59. They're hard to find, and especially if you're like, hey, I want a natural hide drum that's well woven, it's gonna last for the rest of my life and beyond. I can hand that down. I want a natural skin, and I would like it to be hand painted. People are gonna be like, great, give me $300, and I can provide that for you. But they have a good tone. I'm not gonna bring you a shitty drum that has a real tinny sound, because that's not a proper shamanic drum. A shamanic drum should have that kind of gong. You should feel it in your body, right? This is one of my favorite songs to drum to. I'm using my table. So congratulations. Gina said, hello, second time here from the beautiful state of Oregon. Is it hot as you know what up there, Gina, today? We are hot down here in Southern California. I'm glad to have you here. Welcome back. I'm glad you like her. I'm glad you like her. Okay. So actually, true story. I bought myself rhinestones and little stars and things and paint to like zhuzh her, and it never happened.
We started.
Yeah. See, there's little sparkles on there. Because I can't leave well enough alone. That's what my mom used to say. She used to say, Athena, you have to zhuzh everything. You can't just leave well enough alone. But I'm a Leo. Happy birthday to all the Leos, by the way. 'Tis our season. Okay, now we're going to talk about one of my favorite items of the whole show. I only have 10 of these. If there's any left after the show, I would like to keep them, but I'm not going to claim it up front because I want you guys to have a chance to get it. Amethyst. The word comes from the ancient Greek amethistos, which means not drunk. It's a stone that is meant to help you avoid intoxication. It doesn't really work, by the way, for drinking, but it does help with self-control. It's for peace, balance, and detoxification. But here's the thing. Amethyst grows naturally in 3 colors: purple, pink, which is what this is, and then green, which has a trade name, prasiolite. This is not prasiolite. This is pink amethyst with rivers of quartz. Do you see that? And stalactite formations. Look at the bottom. Look at its butt. It's got little, we call those eyes or flowers of amethyst, but that's, if this continued to grow, this was a stalactite. But look at the little pink druzy right here. Is that gorgeous? So the purple amethyst is for peace and balance for your mind, right? The green amethyst is for peace and balance for your body. The pink is peace and balance for your heart. These are $99. They should be $199. These are 8 inches and big pink amethyst generators with cords, so you can use this as the centerpiece of a grid. Again, one of my probably 3 favorite things in the whole show, because they all have those gorgeous druzy pockets. This comes from Brazil. And I really just wanted to show you all the detail. When you get yours, you're going to want to spend just hours appreciating how beautiful it is. Those little orbits or eyes. Isn't Mother Nature magnificent? Look at that. And you can see some purple in there too, but it's mostly pink. 99. 99, damn she fine. It's a great deal. Incredible deal. So congratulations. I think they're all gone. They're gone. They went to the land. They're going to amazing homes though. I really wanted you guys to have these because it's one of the most special things in the building, and I just think they're magnificent. And some of the little eyes look like hearts. So anyway, enjoy that. I'm excited for you. Oh, the drum is 59. Yeah. Thank you, Cersei. I thought she was asking about the generators. It does. It's a very peaceful stone. I have a pink amethyst generator in my bedroom. I don't have a lot of stones in my bedroom because I like peace. I really try to keep it decluttered, even from stones. But I do. I have one of my little Buddha statues from Tibet, and I have a pink amethyst generator. So enjoy. Of course I remember you, Deborah Johnson. I do. Oh my gosh. Did I never send that to you? I'm sorry. I don't know that I have any more of the original Moldavite, but it'd be fun to look up the recipe, Jazz. So Deborah Johnson loaned me her Moldavite oil to make our Moldavite perfume, and I was supposed to send her a bottle.
It's the with the green label.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll look into it.
Jazz is here, and that's she has multiple roles here at SG, but she can check. Moldavite oil, how long ago was that, Deborah? Like a long time. So anyway, I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. Congratulations to Angela, Amy, Christine, Maribel, Kathy Lukenbill, Krista, Kiva, Madam 1082, and Christy Loisel and Stacy Keister. Congrats, congrats, congrats. There is limonite, by the way, in those generators, and limonite is the earliest known source of iron ore on the planet. So super grounding too. Okay, small zircon and large zircon. 2 sizes for your viewing pleasure today of the oldest stone on the planet. I ordered these. I was wondering when we were going to get to them. I ordered them like 6 months ago, but it takes us a minute to get things to you. What's really cool about these is that the zircon inclusions, the red is the zircon, by the way. The rest is matrix. You've got some black tourmaline in the matrix for sure. Got some feldspar, but do you see that? So zircon is 4.4 billion years old. We call it nature's storyteller. There are terminated crystals on every piece, and it's one of the most powerful stones for manifestation you can work with. The small are about 1 inch. This is the small for $19. I have 22. And then the medium, we're calling it large. I have 6 of these at $29. Isn't that cool? Every civilization, every member of your family as far back as your lineage goes, rose and fell, lived and died after this stone was formed. So it literally, if you're like me and you're into energy, I feel like when I work with zircon, I can connect to the energy of the entire planet in its earliest stages of formation. And like I said, I ordered these, cherry picked them from a source that I trust. So these are direct from the mine to you. And only 28 of you can have them. Aren't they beautiful? Again, here's the termination on this piece. Zircon is a octahedral stone. So you're seeing partial octahedron there. And those lines are known as a detachment point. So there was another crystal hanging out there for a little while at some point. Here's the other termination in the larger piece. It's like fire. Isn't it interesting just to think about? I mean, the dinosaurs came and left. And God knows what else. You know, we always act like we know everything that happened on this planet since its inception and formation, and I just don't believe that's true, having done all the research and work that I've done for 30 years. We only know what we know. We're still discovering this planet. So congratulations. Yeah, seriously, massive respect. I think everybody respects zircon because of its lineage and its legacy on the planet. Spinel, too, has also octahedral, also in that 4.4 billion years old. So zircon and spinel were here when the planet was starting to breathe. And that's what was happening 4.4 billion years ago. Mitochondria. It's a good question from Kim about would I consider this a root or earth star chakra stone. I'm going to go earth star because of its age and formation. You know, I mean, again, like first breath on the planet. And I'm not talking about humans or humanoids. I'm talking about the planet learning how to breathe for itself, which is what had to happen before life could emerge. Yeah. Just hold it in your left hand, cover it in your right hand, and focus on your goal. That's it. It holds the vibration. So that's what I love about crystals is you don't have to like specifically do something with them. It's more just about their proximity to you and the focus you have when you're holding it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to talk about a little set that Robin put together, which I think is really sweet. It's called the Feel Good Altar Set, and the centerpiece of it is the prettiest tea light holder. I'm going to take the tea light out so I can play with it. So it's translucent. You could sit this on a light stand, like an LED light stand, and use it as a night light. This is Patagonian agate, and I had these made. So Patagonian agates are from Patagonia, Argentina. And so you get the tea light holder that we rimmed in gold, which I think is really beautiful. You get a tea light with it. This is freesia and lavender and neroli. It's beautiful. It smells like a sweet kind of berry scent. And then you're getting the bracelet, which is Angel Aura Rose Quartz for love. Love that too. And then you're getting the perfume.
That's our cosmic comfort, which you guys have been asking.
Yeah,
us
this
to
is a
bring back.
customer request. This is lavender, rose, and clary sage. And it is super comforting. And it has the little vintage glass dropper, which makes it easy to anoint with your perfume. I always do a figure 8 on my arm and then go from there to my third eye. And then, oh my God. It's so good. And then you just rub it all over. This, you get the whole set for $39. The perfume, the candle holder, the tea light, and the bracelet for $39. I have 30 of these if you would like it. And that's what it looks like. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I love gemstone tea light holders. I collect them. I love having, this would be beautiful in your bathroom. You know what I mean? Because it's simple, it's elegant, and again, I love the fact that the holder itself is translucent. So if you were to sit that on a little one of those flat LED light stands, it would shine so beautifully. So yeah, this is something else. That perfume. It's mixing with my patchouli that I put on earlier, and it's you know, I think everything goes with patchouli. But look how cute the bracelet is. Like, that's easy. This is a 7-inch bracelet, so you can see it's a little big on me, but I could restring it. I could take 3 or 4 beads out and make it my size, or you can just wear it. Sometimes I like to have a bracelet that's a little bigger, because when I stand up, you know, it kind of falls over my... I was playing with somebody else's dog and she bit me. In her defense, it's because I was holding treats that she wanted and she was hungry. So she decided to try to consume my arm. But anyway, I think it's beautiful. Rose quartz is the universal stone of love. It raises and holds the vibration of love in your space. Right? It's fun. I mean, you know, there are a lot of places, you know it and I know it too. You go to some place like Z Gallery or, you know, one of like the bougier home stores, and you're going to pay $39 for the tea light holder. So we're kind of giving you the perfume and the bracelet and the tea light for free, which I think is cool. Romanticize your space. I'm sure you have lots of glass tea light holders. Do you have a gemstone one? And the other thing I'm telling people too is think holidays. You buy something like this, you've got 3 gifts. One person gets the bracelet, one person gets the tea light holder, and a third person gets the perfume, or you keep the perfume. Because once you smell that, you're not going to give it away. It's really pretty. You put rings inside of your tea candlesticks. I like that. So you're like kind of charging it up with the energy.
I think
I like
Kim
that a
and
lot.
Angela said they use it as like sphere holders too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we try that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got this red hematoid sphere. That would be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, let's check this out. By the way, welcome in. If you're just joining, glad you're here. That's awesome. I mean, that's an upgrade. And then can you imagine again with the light stand underneath it?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. This is coming up in the show, by the way. Yeah, I mean, freesia is my favorite flower next to orchid. I'm growing it right now. One of my dearest loves, or I'll never forget, we were somewhere and he saw this whole field of freesia and knew it was my favorite flower, went and picked them all and brought them to me. Very romantic. Sometimes they have them at Trader Joe's. Sometimes. And when they do, yours truly has like a cart full of freesia. If you haven't smelled freesia before, it's just insanely beautiful. Welcome in, Lana. I'm happy to see you too. I hope you're having a good day. Are you having a good day, you guys? Yeah, hope so. Hang on to summer, y'all. It's almost over. That's what I was saying. Lammas first harvest is on Saturday, and I feel like it's going to go Lammas, fall equinox, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Yule. Freesia was in your wedding for the moms to wear. I love that so much. It's a bitch to grow, is it not? I'm trying to grow it right now, and I have a super green thumb. But I mean, my freesia just looks at me and laughs like, "Oh, I'm not gonna grow for you." I feel like we should talk about this next, but I don't want to go out of order. But we do have fluorite spheres. Oh, we have one fluorite sphere. No, well, we have that big mama one, but where are the other ones?
We have the little aquamarine.
No, I'm looking for fluorite spheres. 8 of them, and they're 7 inches. Oh, that is the one.
Those are the ones. We got those.
Okay.
Yes. They are big mama deals.
So we have 7 of those. We're gonna do this at a really incredible price. I'm gonna do these for $99 to SG. The fluorite spheres, we have 7 of them, line 21 at $99.
Liz,
Okay.
can you hand it to me?
It's so big, we need
I know.
assistance. Do you like fluorite the way I do? Are you obsessed with it? Because when you see what I'm about to show you, I love it. Roz is buying one. She didn't even fucking wait. She's like, what?
No, I
on
mean,
earth?
these are, I paid 99 for tiny. Look at this.
Do you want to hold it or should I do
It's
it?
heavy.
Aw.
It's a baby.
I just did arms this
Yeah.
morning. I probably shouldn't have. Oh my God.
Bigger than your head.
Now you know why I was like, It's a bowling ball, for God's sake. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about it. Congratulations, you're welcome. I don't even know what the fuck we just did. That's the craziest. Can you imagine? You would almost need this pillow to sit it on because it's too big for a gemstone pillow. Anyway, hold on to that one. My God. I know. If I had 30 more, there'd be enough for everybody. That was insane. By the way, one more Pyrox main guy left. Only one, if you want that. That was the stone of surviving the fire of your wife. $29. Phoenix Rising. Only one of those left. There were 7 of those big ass balls. So, if you got one, congratulations. That may have been the buy of the show. I literally was looking at Rachel like for the price. I was like, maybe
I
it's
know
like
we were looking for some little ones. I'm
like
like,
it can't be that. I know. Steel toe boots not included. I'm serious. You don't even need weights. I'm teaching my students weightlifting this year because I've been weightlifting for the last year and it's like changed my life. I had shoulder pain that's gone. But anyway, also because I've a lot of osteoarthritis and osteoporosis in my family. So I'm just like gonna get in shape. And so I lift weights every day and I'm like, oh, I could just keep that in my bathroom and it could be like the, what do they call that thing? The kettlebell. Big balls. Okay. I like big balls, but not that big. You know what I mean? That's unnecessarily large. Proud of you for your life choices today. You're doing a good job. Okay, we have 7 left of the triple rose serum with the rose quartz gouache off. You want that? I have 3 of the medium garnet, mica, schist, and quartz clusters yet left. If anybody wanted that, I have 10 drums left at $59. If you want one of the butterfly shaman drums, that's it. And then there's one more large orichalcite if you would like that. That was the really beautiful blue stone in that sunset matrix from northern Mexico. So, yeah. Rosa got that one, the last little Pyrox main guy. Okay, let's congratulate the Fluorite Sphere winners, the bowlers in our community. Roz, Jen, Carissa, Angela, Tracy, Krista, Carissa and Krista, and then Kim and Mary. Congratulations. I can show the drum. Yep.
Does anyone want to see the garnet and schist?
It's a great job.
Yeah.
Are you asking about this ring? This one? I got a lot of compliments on it last time, and I found a link to buy it on JTV. I don't have it. I work for Shop Elsie, which is an online television shopping network. I'll be live with them next week. You can shop with me, but so I kind of feel bad pointing you to JTV. But it's moissanite. One of my co-hosts, Steve, who's super talented and smart, is like a moissanite expert, wrote the book, and he got me inspired to buy a piece for myself. I'd never ordered it or owned it before, and I just love it. So somebody's like, what about that diamond ring you're wearing? And I'm like, that's no diamond, honey, that's moissanite. But I love it. So anyway. Okay, yes, Tammy, I will make sure I show you the item right away because I know it's kind of hard and people were buying before, you know what I mean? Anyway, people got excited. This is the medium garnet, mica, schist, and quartz cluster. So these are garnet balls, garnet, covered in silver mica and calcite crystals with mica. There's a little feldspar in the matrix too, but literally it's like a little garden of garnets. Super grounding, calming. So anyway, if you would like one of those, what was the price on those so they can comment? This size. We'll let you know. What was that? 49?
The medium is
This is the medium. 39. $39 for that. If it were me, I would, you know, because the pieces all have little pockets, I would at the end of the day take my jewelry off and charge it on there because it's going to charge it with peace, grounding, and contentment, which is calcite. And then when you put your jewelry on the next day, you're going to carry that vibration. Yeah. You know, me too, Ashley. I mean, that's what Steve taught me too, is that it's more sparkly than diamond. And I think it kind of is. I have a couple of great diamonds in my collection that I don't wear, but this is sparklier than my diamonds. Some people get hung up on diamonds, you know what I mean? But I just think like it's fun to explore these diamond alternatives. And it's like under 150 bucks. Okay. Can they go in the bedroom? Yeah. The schist or the fluorite? Both of them can go in the bedroom. Yeah. All right. Congratulations on that. Next, we're going to talk about, am I in the right place? Yeah.
Pendant.
Yep. Okay, there's only one of this. This is really pretty. This is lapis and rhodochrosite. The stone of the queen and the stone of heart healing in one pendant. And it looks like a double crescent moon. Isn't that beautiful? It's all sterling silver. The bail is gorgeous. This is $89. Inch and a half. It's the perfect size. It's like empowered heart healing. And I like that the little dangle at the bottom moves. This is a good everyday size pendant. You know, I never take my jewelry off. I sleep in it, shower in it. The only time I don't wear it is when I have my MRIs every other year. You have to take all your things off. But anyway, so this is an everyday, never take it off. Yeah, I knew you would like that one. Oh, Patagonian agate. Yes, it can. Because here's the thing. So, you know, we don't like to put a lot of quartz in the bedroom, especially if you're like me and you have trouble sleeping anyway. And I know I'm not the only one, right? So what agate does to quartz though is it sort of grounds it and it reduces that piezoelectricity, so it doesn't have as much of a buzz or a charge to it. So yes, that could be a nightstand piece because the agate tempers the quartz. Okay, love your questions, by the way. Amazonite. Okay, these are rad. I'm just going to tell you right now. Again, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. I'm going to show them to you because I promised I would. Small Amazonite smoky quartz. And I mean, look at all those hexagons of smoky. And that's black tourmaline. Are these beautiful? And then the large. And again, look at the hexagons and see the actual formation of the quartz. Is that rad? I mean, of course, there's other things going on in the matrix of these stones too. The price on these is nuts. The small, which is almost 5 inches, is $59. Erongo Africa, Erongo. These are African. The medium is $69, 59, 69, 79. Grounded communication, mediation stone, finding the middle ground, right? Amazonite is the stone of clear, open, and authentic expression and communication, and smoky quartz is grounding and it transmutes energy. So if you are a teacher, right? If you are a counselor, a therapist, like I can't imagine a more important stone to have in your space because it's going to ground the conversation. In other words, keep it from getting hot. But honestly, parents need this too. These are not Yo Mama's Amazonite because Yo Mama's Amazonite doesn't have smoky quartz and may not be from Erongo. And everything African to me is super big magics. There's some granite in the matrix here. Like I said, lots of black tourmaline. So it's also protective. I'm testing your discernment. There's some cool stuff in tonight's show. I will just say, like, sometimes you're just going to have to look away. Like maybe now. But there is quartz in the matrix, like I said. So this could be an incredible centerpiece for a generator around, again, expression, authenticity, open expression. My throat chakra, in case it's hard for you to tell, is wide open and very healthy. I will tell anyone, anything, anytime. But some of you struggle, right? Some of you, it's harder to say what you mean what you say. So if that's your issue, then you need to work on your throat chakra. And by the way, if you're in gemology, when we get to throat chakra in a few months, you're going to be like, damn, I should have gotten one of the Erongo generators. And I'm going to say, yeah, you should have. You're right. Why didn't you do that? So Angela Cummings got one of the big ins, and then small ones are going out to Kim, Krista, Donna, Christine. I love that. Amy said, I like the freckles. They do look like freckles, kind of. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So love that. Love that. We have some good generators in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, these Amazonites are like almost 50% off of what we
Of our price.
Yeah.
And you know, our prices are pretty competitive. So to be 50% off of our price is a little nuts. Yeah, Gloria has no problem with her throat chakra. People wish I had a throat chakra blockage. Shut the fuck up. Small and large are gone. We have medium left. Thank you for that, Team SG. Those were $69 if you want the middle size. And that's all we got left. And I will let you know when those are spoken for. Small zircon, we have 2 left if you would like that. Zircon's for manifestation, oldest mineral on the planet. We have 2 left at $19 for the small zircon and matrix. 5 left of the peanut jasper flames, which I thought was one of the most interesting stones in the entire lineup. Can you imagine holding in your hand a fossil that was the home of some of the earliest marine life on this planet? It's remarkable to hold it. We say that, the hosts and I on Shop LC, I really do love them all. They're cool kids and they're super knowledgeable. And backstage, we always sit and go, can you believe we're holding this? Like, this is where our planet started, right? Okay. Will your crystals still charge with moonlight if you don't put them out? You know, that's an open debate. I think some people just like to haul their shit outside and get a kick out of that. Because I think moonlight penetrates structures. So do I take all my stuff out? No, that would really be impossible to do. So do I think it penetrates? I do. I do. Moonlight's powerful, you know? Live by the phases. All right, congrats. Those mediums are gone. Christine got one, Lana, Lori, Ashley, Karma, and Roz. Thrilled for you. It's going to be your fresh start stone now, Karina. Cheers to that, girl. I'm all about your fresh start. I love that. Okay, so let's go now to another really interesting one. This is blue amphibole. We call it the blue wing. In shamanic circles, this is a big deal. Okay. There's amphibole is most often that kind of like orange color. So these are blue, which is super unique. And look at that. Look at that shaman portal on the back of that stone. So maybe you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Shaman portals are the divots in the back of our stones. Does that help or make it no, maybe not. See it here? Yeah, it's a better view. So people are like, oh, my stone's broken. No, it's not. That you can see the feathery kind of geometric formations there. And if it can hold at least a drop of water, which, you know, I could spit on it and show you, but it would, then that's called a shaman portal. Isn't that beautiful? So anyway, maybe yours will or won't have that. I can't guarantee it, but yours will have those blue angel wisps inside. So amphibole is the stone of angelic protection. And a lot of shamans like to work with amphibole because it's considered to be one of the most protective stones in the outer realms. So when we do medicine work, and by the way, we're getting to my champagne topaz from my ayahuasca journey in a little bit, so please stay tuned. There's not a lot of those, and people are going to be, you know, I'm sure some people have me in the background right now while they cook dinner waiting for the topaz, which is totally fine. These are $24 each. Originally, they were $39. Again, it's the rarest color of amphibole. Look at that. This whole world inside of that stone. The blue is actually a mixture of ribakite and richterite. These are... Huh? Oh, yeah, that's true. Thank you for reminding me of that. There we go. That's cool. Maybe easier. I'm going to shut the flashlight off so I don't run out the battery. Be true to you. Be true to oneself. Okay. In Greek, we say nothis saiton, which is know thyself. And so this is the stone of self-knowledge, self-awareness, which in shamanism is the root of protection. If you know yourself, you can't get lost. Yeah. That's been the one gift of my super gnarly divorce, has been that I think I finally really know myself. Because I've had to do so much soul work and inner work to survive it, you know what I mean? And so I look at this stone and I'm like, the challenges we go through in life to learn who we are. And then we come home to ourselves. Nessie Gomez is playing. She's one of my favorite shamanic artists. So it's funny that this song is on right now. Anyway, congratulations. Yeah, we're all still learning. I mean, here's the thing. If you're done learning, you're not going to be here anymore. So if you woke up this morning and you're breathing, you still have things to learn. That's where my humility comes from. I don't know everything. I learn something every single day. And sometimes I learn it about myself, and sometimes I learn it the hard way. But it's worth it. It's true. Anyway, we went kind of deep with that one, but it's such a shamanic stone. Like, how do you not go deep? And technically this one is double terminated, which I think is really cool too. So thrilled for you. You could wire wrap that and wear it. Look at that. You can kind of feel the energy, can't you? It's so different from anything else in this lineup tonight. I love you too. I don't recommend divorce, but it does have side benefits. Benefits, maybe? I don't know. The best part is I trust myself, which is a big deal. Sometimes we know ourselves, but we don't trust ourselves. I trust myself. Okay, we're going to talk about Malachita, Mas Bonita. I love malachite. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you for that. I hope it helps the community. I don't hold back. Everybody in my community knows what's going on all the time. But I mean, it's like, what's the point? I mean, if we're not going to be authentic with each other, what are we doing? You know? None of us is perfect. Okay. These are, okay. I'm again, not going to spend a lot of time on this because I can't believe the price. We have 3 to 4 inches at, I have 3 of these at $129 and then 5 to 6 inches, but I'm going to come right back to that. Yes. 5 to 6 inches for $189, $129, $189. You couldn't buy a big natural piece for that price, let alone a completely polished slab that they have you a favor, and I'm going to grab that back from you, Rachel, and made it into either a bowl, ashtray, maybe don't use this as an ashtray, and then, or a sphere stand. Because what? Is that stunning? And they both hold spheres. I know. So I'm going to talk about malachite now that I have, I mean, look at that. It just looks like it was made for it, doesn't it? Malachite is one of the most powerful healing stones on the planet, particularly important for feminine healing, cervix, ovaries, uterus. They call it the doula stone because it's supposed to make childbirth less painful. As somebody who went through it once naturally, because they shut my epidural off because I wasn't pushing hard enough, assholes. Nothing is going to help you with that pain. Nothing. I'm proud, but nothing's going to help you. But it does. I mean, so you can try it. I mean, maybe it will help you. It certainly would not have helped me. That was horrible. But this is a secondary ore of copper. That's where the green color comes from. Really high quality pieces have lots of orbits and intensity of color. And you've got all of that here. And again, I just can't believe the price. These are heavy. So again, I had 3 of the small and 6 of the medium, 129, 189. And I will let you know if there's any of those left. We have 11 left of the Feel Good altar sets. That's the Patagonian agate tea light holder with the bracelet and the tea light and the perfume, the Cosmic Comfort perfume. So if you would like one of those were, the only thing I need help with, team, is the price. Yeah, $39. $39 if you want one of those. That was one of the cooler offerings this show too. In 1973, you all had natural childbirth. I didn't want to have natural. I was like, that anesthesiologist needs to come to me now. Like, I was like, give me the epidural, and then they shut it off. And then my daughter was a C-section, so they don't let you do that naturally. Thank God. Not when you're cutting through, what is it, 8 layers? No big deal. I just got cut in half today, but look at my daughter. She was worth it. Okay. The sphere is coming up. Actually, can we go to the sphere now since we're right there, and then I'll come back to 29? Is that okay? Because it's like 2 steps ahead.
We're going number 30.
Yeah, we're going to 30. This is the red hematoid sphere. Hematoid, hematite, comes from the Greek hematois, which means of blood, from blood. Hematite is red, which is, it looks silvery gray, but the mineral itself is red, which is why our ancient ancestors thought it looked like blood. Hematoid spheres come from Madagascar. These are gorgeous. Originally, these were 89. I have 19 of these today at 59, and they are 3.5 inches in size. What I love about it is I find red hematoid to be a little masculine, and then this is the ultimate feminine stone, so I like the combination. And this is physical healing, and this is strength and circulation. So what an incredible piece to have if you are a medical practitioner, right? If you are a physical healer of any kind, this would be your jam. It's a really good price for nice quality. What does shitty quality look like, you might ask? I'm glad you asked. Shitty quality is not going to have rainbows in it, which this one does. And it's not going to be translucent. It's going to be more opaque, which is still nice, but it's not like this quality. Yeah, Madame Maro, I'm with you. I think it's like Mars and Venus, right? Which in your chart, your Mars is your masculine and your Venus is your feminine. Love that one. You're having cervical issues. I'm glad you got both too. Because this will, again, I think of hematite as, some people like it for grounding. I like it more for healing and for circulation and for some people who have blood diseases come to us for hematite. So it's like the #1 crystal prescription for that. But look at this before I put this down. I know they're all gone. Yeah, hematite is the original bloodstone. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous light play effect on that. So enjoy. Congratulations. Love stones for my sphere holder light stand. You do. That's rad. Okay. How you guys doing? You hanging in there? Got some cool things coming. Cool things coming. I'm gonna go back to this ring now. We only have 1 of the rings. So this is a pretty one. This is adjustable in sterling silver, by the way. All you do is pull it open to make it bigger or push it closed to make it smaller. But look at that. This is Atlanticite from Tasmania, and those are amethysts all around it. Compassion rooted in strength. Peace from boundaries. Atlanticite is one of the stones we work with to help us hold better energetic boundaries. For people getting the best of you, don't let them. Right? I can teach you energetic techniques. I did it today. I was in a meeting that I didn't love being in, and I loved having Rachel there, but I didn't love the meeting. And so I did my energetic technique, where I imagine a bubble of light around myself, and then I put little mirrors on the outside. All your energy back to you. So Atlanticite is basically the stone version of that exercise. So congratulations. I don't think Team SG has put the ring up yet, but they will in just a second, and then you can comment. It's $99. There it is. So if you commented already, make sure you come back and comment again. Yeah, cheers again. It's going to come to you as a 7. My index finger is a 7, and then you can make it shorter. I like it as an index finger ring, though, don't you? It's the queen finger. Kiss the ring. In the case of Atlanticite, this isn't saying kiss this ring at all. It's saying get the fuck away from me. It's my ring. Atlanticite isn't that rude. It's actually much softer. It's like, could you please back up your truck? You know. Debbie got it. It's one of your back off stones. I'm going to call it that from now on and give you credit, Karina. It's a back off stone. Okay, next up.
So,
We have 5 large malachite balls left.
Yeah.
$189. What? Those should be close to $1,000. You could sell it. You could probably sell that for $300 or $400 just to anyone and make your money back. I don't want you to. But anyway. Okay.
so these are really special, team. This is number 80.
Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Okay.
This is 83 through 87.
I'm going to ease into this. 2 years ago was my last ayahuasca journey. And it's a long story why. Certain people in my life have judged me for doing that work, even though they once supported it. So I kind of throttled it. I miss her, though. I will go back to her at some point. But anyway, every time I've done ayahuasca, I've had stones in the room with me that I charged during the ceremony. And these I actually gridded with. I built a grid during the ceremony. It's amazing. So I kept one. I had a vision of someone in the ceremony, so I sent them one. Random person, actually, like not even somebody I'm super close to, but I was like, I saw you in my Aya journey. Do you want a topaz? And I sent it. Okay. So I have worked with a lot of plant teachers, all of them, I think at this point, maybe with the exception of one. But ayahuasca is my favorite. She's been a great teacher to me. I've worked with her several dozen times now. And this journey was very important. It was a big healing. And I chose, so a friend of mine, let me back up the story even more, because I want to make sure you have a chance to think about this if you want it. So I have a friend in Pakistan who sources stones, and this is from the Shigar Valley. In the Shigar Valley, and I can't guarantee yours is going to have black tourmaline in it. Oh, the prices are on the back. Let me go back there. I can't guarantee that yours is going to have black tourmaline in it, but what I can guarantee is that it grew with topaz that does. Okay. Oh, that's cute, Rachel. There's little teener baby ones too. And then there's the, the big baddies. So you get to choose your size. So he hand selected all of these for me, like the best of the best. And they all have terminations. And then some of them, like I said, have black tourmaline in them. Not all of them. But because it grew in the matrix, there's trace particles of black tourmaline in all of them. Some is visible, some is not. But see what I mean? Even the little tiny ones are terminations of topaz. Topaz is one of my favorite stones. It goes back to the Bible. It's a stone of deep protection. So I'm Greek and Roman by ancestry, and our soldiers in the great wars and battles of the Mediterranean, they would put topaz into their shields because it made them invisible to their enemies. So the Greeks used it when they were fighting the Persians and so on and so forth. There's a long lineage. It's mentioned in the Bible. This is champagne topaz. That just denotes the color. Makes it a little more rare than the silver or clear. And like I said, look at some of these. I mean, look at that. Can we all just take a moment? Oh, so pretty. So people say, how do you know it's not quartz? Quartz doesn't have a flat top like that. That's a topaz termination. Okay, I have 3 of the teeny size for $10 each. I'm gonna go slow here, okay? I think I have a total of like 50 pieces, maybe slightly less. So you got to have your fingers ready. Again, if you want Athena's ayahuasca topaz, this is the only chance to get it. So I thought these were lost. I completely gave up. I would have brought them to you 2 years ago, but I thought they were lost. And I'm starting to go through and organize my house a little bit to sell it. And I found them. And I took them back up to my crystal room. They were in a cabinet. I took them back up to my crystal room and I gridded again with them. So it's like, it's had an opening and a closing. Yeah, these were with me in ayahuasca journey. Okay, so 3 at $10 each. The next size up, I have 16 at $20 each. You can feel the energy of them. 16 at 20. Then I have the next size up. These are $40 each. Look at that one. It's like a full crystal that attached. It's almost like a scepter. Is that incredible? And you can see the very like microscopic black tourmaline crystals in there. It is so touching to me to be able to bring these to you today. And then I have, this is the one I have the most of, is this size, which is $60. I have 25 of these. I'm going to talk a little bit because I am sure that my loves in this room need a minute to catch up. So I'm going to just take a minute with these to really show them to you. And so I only kept one piece of this for myself. And it's one of the smallest. Actually, it's this size. I've shown it to you before. If you're in my classes, I've shown you. That was the one that, so in ayahuasca, the stones do fun things. And it actually moved on its own. So I kept it. It literally, I watched it move out of the grid. I was like, you must be my piece. So I didn't keep one of the big ones. I kept a smaller one. They're amazing quality. And then I have only 5 of this size. By the way, that's hydrothermal etching. And then this piece just has all the rainbows in it. If I can catch the light, right? It's so beautiful. They're gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, they were all alive. And when I gridded with them, because when you're in ayahuasca, you can see the lines between the stones. There were like these like white vibrating threads between all the stones. It was one of the most powerful experiences. I've done it several times in ayahuasca and gridded, because I always teach you how to activate a grid, and I always tell you those lines are real. I could see the lines between these stones. So what's cool is I think they'll continue to communicate with each other even as I send them all over the world now, right? Look at that. Look at the stair step formation there. That's a twin. You see it? Congratulations. Bear with the team, because some of you are like, hey, I want large, not the medium and stuff. And I want you to get the size you want, because I mean, there's nothing else like this. And I don't have any medicine plans right now. So this is it. So I do want you to get the size you want, but bear with the team so that they can make sure you're getting the piece that you're requesting.
Do you announce the price for the biggest one?
Can you say that one more time?
Do they announce the price for the biggest?
Yes, the biggest, I think so. Maybe not.
I can hear that.
$80 for the largest. What are we calling that, you guys?
The extra large.
Extra
one?
large is 80 and worth every penny. Hydrothermal etching, by the way, it's awesome geologically to teach that to you. That is very hot water on the order of thousands of degrees Fahrenheit running over that stone for anywhere from 100,000 to a million years. Every day, hot water, over, and it etches the stone. That's why it's like always a trick question. Which element is stronger, right? Earth or water? Water. If it's hot enough, right? And you have long enough. So congratulations. I hope if you get one of these, if you feel called to it, not everybody's going to feel called to it. Some people are probably sitting there going, who is she? And what is ayahuasca? And why would I want that? But I think it'd be cool to wrap it and wear it. Or to take one of the smaller pieces and have I just want to show them one more thing and then I'll give these to you. Let me know, Jazz and Amber, when you're ready for me to move on to. But can you imagine taking that to a jeweler and just having a ring made out of it? I mean, just have them basket set it. Don't cut, I mean, you could cut and facet these. They're gem grade, but I wouldn't. I would just have a basket for it. That would even make like a beautiful engagement ring, wouldn't it? Where should you keep it for the most benefit? Honestly, for a while, keep it with you. These are going to be teaching stones, right? That was my intention, is that they would transmit. And like I said, that journey for me was, I called that journey the return to love, because I had just fallen in love for the first time after my divorce. And so this is the journey to love. After saying I would never do that again. Oops, I did it again.
We have 2 left of the large.
So not the biggest, but the next size?
$60.
Okay, 2 left of the $60 size pieces. Yeah, okay, all done, all gone. The team's like, all right, Athena. Okay, Athena. All right, here we go. Let me take this. Okay. You did good, darlings. Proud of you. Proud of you. You're welcome. My God, I hope. You know what? I really would love to hear from you when you get those. Maybe in an upcoming sale, you can tell me your stories. Like, I want to know what you hear, what you feel. Take it into dream time. Put it in your pillowcase. Stick it in your brassiere. And Debbie says they're a trip. She's gotten some of my other journey stones. I haven't done it very often, given you stones from the journey, but I mean, it's crazy town. Okay, congratulations. Okay, where are we going next? I went to another planet for a little while.
We're on the Branberg.
Bran. The Bran.
And then after that, Edvin has been trying to get me to show that eagle on the rhodochrosite right to your left of you. It's a special piece. I don't know if anyone's interested, but
How much are we asking for that?
I have to check on the back. Maybe if Jazz could take a look at it.
I think it's rad. I don't
2,300.
I don't know why they put the little rhodochrosite dude on. It's a rabbit. Like,
I think 'cause he's eating it.
Wait,
I think
he's
he's
eating
I
it?
think he's going to eat it, right? They eat rabbits.
Oh, I want to pet him. I feel bad.
We'll get to that next. We'll show it to you guys. We'll just show it.
Oh, that's so cute. I would buy it if I had the money.
it's cool. It's super cool. I just, I'm a rabbit person, and so like I am. I'm more of a rabbit person than an eagle person. So that eagle's about to eat a rabbit. Like, okay, I'm showing you the blue light through this.
Circle of life, man.
It's the circle of life. So my favorite amethyst on the planet comes from Africa, the Branberg Mountain to be specific, in Namibia, and I love it because of what it does. It grows with smoky quartz, and every Brandberg, and I want you, do you see the concentric circles of the smoky around that purple? You see it, right? Okay, so this is so rad. These are hand polished pieces of Brandberg amethyst from Namibia. My friend did these and they're absolutely beautiful. And all Brandberg amethyst, when you hold it up to sunlight, there's what we call the magenta flash. And what's interesting is at sunset, when the sun hits the Brandberg mountain in Namibia, also known as the Fire Mountain. My friend Momo goes there a lot and mines the Brand, and he knows how much I love it. These, our original price on these was $94. The retail on this is over $200 because it's a big brand point. These are not machine tumbled. These are hand polished. And they all have this smoky quartz and amethyst sort of concentric configuration on them. So these are $79. I only have 5, and that's it, from the Fire Mountain in Africa. Brandberg amethyst, the reason it's my favorite, I love amethyst so much. It was the first stone I ever got. I was 7 or 8 years old. We were at a tourist shop heading toward Santa Barbara on a road trip with my family and fell in love with amethyst. And then I met Brandberg. I was like, this is not just amethyst. And you can feel the difference because of the smoky formation, which is unique to the Brand. And like I said, those concentric circles are just nothing short of magic. So make sure you look at yours with a flashlight or, you know, take it out in the sun, look at it in sunlight. You'll see the same formations. It's just absolutely beautiful. So it isn't just peace. It's, and not just quartz, not just magnified peace, but it's peace, grounding, protection, transmutation. So congratulations. Those are one. But I'm happy if you got one. We have one more champagne topaz medium. Is that correct?
Yeah, because 2 people removed themselves because they want other sizes.
Okay, so somebody got a different size. The medium size is, well, how much was it?
The medium is the 40.
$40. We have one more.
And then we have one large for 60.
And one large for 60. So you can still get the ayahuasca topaz. You can say sold topaz 40 or sold topaz 60. There's only medium and large left. And then she's gone forever. To be treasured though, forever. Don't ever give that piece away. You know, really, if you felt called to it, it's supposed to be yours. Hang on to it. Okay. Okay. Now, are you having fun? That was fun, wasn't it? I love telling you stories. It's kind of nice when I have a chance to really tell you a story and not rush through it, you know? We used to do these a lot. We only have one right now, and it's our charity item for tonight. This is citrine. We call it Madeira. It's human irradiated, right? It's heated outside of the earth. Sometimes Madeira citrine is naturally irradiated inside the earth. This is super gorgeous. Let me get my finger out of the way. This is, it says clear quartz, but it almost looks kind of aura. No, I guess it is clear quartz. That's a Lemurian quartz point on top with a little dragonfly, which is my mom's favorite mythical creature. And then the amethyst in the middle, which is super gorge. And then you have your Madeira at the bottom. So this is our charity piece for tonight. It's $159. These are functional wands. So it's a pendant, but you can take it off and open circles and close circles, leave it on and open it if you have it long enough. You can activate grids with it. You can send and receive energy with it. So we love these because it's like portable magic. If you win this one, all $159 goes to the charity that you choose. So it's kind of cool. You get the piece and we send your bucks where you want it to go. I think that's really cool. If you have a charity that really means something to you, how cool to be able to get something you love and to bless someone else. So Ashley got this one. You get to think about it and then let us know and we will donate that. We donate it on your behalf and in your name. So you get to enjoy that process. And may you be blessed, and whoever you've chosen will be blessed too. I mean, they're really cute, right? And some of you collect these, which I think is really cool. You have like a little wardrobe of them. But again, it's a very practical size, you know? I like it. I would wear it long, kind of between the girls.
It's like Ashley.
Yep, Ashley got that one.
So you just email us at support@sagegoddess.com and let us know what charity.
Yep, and we will do that for you. And if we don't hear from you, we'll follow up with you too. I think there's a way to put it with their invoice. Is there like a note section with the invoice or no? Can they say?
In like when they get their invoice?
Yeah.
No, there's
Okay.
not a note section.
Forget I said that. That's not a thing.
We tried fixing that.
Okay. I'm sorry, Tammy. That's the shitter part of the show. Like you go pee and come back and like the whole world turned. If anything else turns up, I will let you know. But I triple checked the place I found it. I was like, are you sure there's not any more pieces in here? Okay, next up we're going to talk about a self-love. It doesn't have to be self-love, but it could be self-love grid with one of my favorite old, I mean, you know, OG perfumes that I designed for you years ago called Aphrodite's Love. Look at that. So you get the Aura Rose Quartz plate, and then you get all the stones that you see here. That looks like a pink sapphire. I don't have the notes on my,
Have it here.
you do? Was I right?
It's pink light.
It's what?
Pink purple through light.
That? Tell me the four and I'll tell them for you.
I will tell you.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
the tumbled lavender rose quartz.
Okay, that must be that. Lavender rose quartz. Because I was going to say, it almost looks like a pink
Yeah.
sapphire. Lavender rose quartz.
You got tumbled angel aura flower agate. Tumbled pink aragonite.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be the pink aragonite. Yeah.
And then the pink thulite.
And pink thulite. Okay.
Yes.
This does not look like aura flower agate, but it does look like flower agate. So I'll just say that out loud. Okay. You don't need it to be aura. It's beautiful. This is the Kuan Yin Stone of Compassion. Thulite is the only throat chakra stone that isn't blue because this is actually the only stone too that comes from Norway. So those of you who have Norse lineage love thulite. Then we have pink aragonite, which is about pink aragonite. Aragonite in general creates structure, and this creates it around your heart. So it helps you organize your feelings, not be overwhelmed by love. And then the reason that the rose quartz is lavender is because of lithium. Isn't that a cool combination? And then you get the 4 kind of like magenta-y colored aura quartz points. You get a quartz generator. That's why it's a grid. And the plate. Let me tell you the price. $49. I only have 10. So this is your grid. And then you get all of that plus Aphrodite's Love perfume. So I did a little research. There's a whole legend and lore about Aphrodite creating a blend. Someone asked her to gather the flowers that most represent love. And the original formula is rose, geranium, lavender, and ylang ylang. And that is, so my family is Minoan, which is ancient Crete. And this is actually a Minoan fresco that is still in existence. And apparently my ancestors had great tits and didn't wear tops. Because literally every Minoan fresco, it's boobs out. Which I could actually get into if it was legal. But there they are, Cretan women. Because you needed to hear that whole story, but it's beautiful. So if you remember Aphrodite's Love Balm, I still have one left in my little medicine cabinet. This is the perfume equivalent of it. Congratulations. That was an awesome grid. That's a good value too. I mean, it would have been good if you just got the grid for $49, but to get the and the art is beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it amazing to think that those frescoes are, 2,000-3,000 years old, and I would still want that on my wall. I think that is absolutely beautiful. So see the pomegranates up here. Everything has symbolism. So anyway, congratulations. It'd be cheaper if I didn't have to buy tops and bras, right? I mean, think about the savings. I don't really wear bras anymore. I don't like bras. I don't do underwire is like what did your boobs ever do to you? And actually, when I stopped wearing underwire and started weightlifting, my boobs got higher. It's a true story.
You're supposed to do this in the shower.
Well,
You're supposed to
you're actually supposed to lift weights and go like this, and you can feel it kind of like. Yeah.
Boy, this is a big beauty. I'm gonna go grab.
Okay. No bras, no shoes. I think it's a good way to live. Can't get into some restaurants, but I mean, who needs them, right? But the sunburn would be painful for a while until the girls got acclimated, you know what I mean? And then it'd be like, anything else gets tan, you know? Why are we talking about this? Because it's the Sage Goddess Live Gem Sale.
This is a beauty. Look at that.
Yeah, please stop wearing underwear. It is actually not good for your boobs. I learned about that from Yasmina.
I mean, to be honest, I just like to throw a dress and not have anything underneath. But I mean, that's most of the time,
Yeah.
but not at work. I don't do that to my team members here. At home, though, yes.
Growing up, my kids never wore pants and my whole family made fun of me. But we lived in Eastern San Diego and air conditioning was really expensive. So my kids just were in diapers, like until they went to school. Every picture of them, they're in little tank tops and t-shirts and diapers. And they were happy kids and they're relatively well adjusted. So I can't,
Can we zoom out?
yeah, can we zoom out a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
This is scolecite. There's only one of these, you guys. $99. Really? Okay. I'm going to show you a party trick though, and I'm not going to do it a bunch of times because this is somebody's crystal, but you can actually pull these out. Let me show you one more time. Is it possible to zoom out more? What did you do? Oh, I meant to do that again. So all these little crystals, you can pull them out, and that's what it looks like. It's like a little scolecite blade. Scolecite, Synergy 12, Ascension, Lineage Healing. So scolecite, yes, all scolecite grows like this. Let's talk about what a bitch it is to tumble and polish. Nobody wants to do that. I mean, shit just breaks. Be very careful with this. It actually can cut. Okay, so I want you to really be careful with it. Team, can you please make a note for whoever wraps and packages this? They have to, I don't even know what they have to do. They have to be so careful. Now, some of the crystals are already loose, okay? Like, look over here. So just so you don't think we broke things, like, see how these are all kind of moving? It's okay. I mean, you're going to lose some. It's cool. But that is scolecite, member of the zeolite family. Isn't the zeolite family diverse? You think about heulandite and apophyllite, right? All members of the same family. Looks like a hedgehog, a porcupine. Yeah, I will tell you, careful, cuidates. Sharp, but beautiful. I'm gonna move this out gently without cutting myself. There we go. Okay, I have one of those at home, by the way. And I have it, you know how it just looks like a fan? So I have one of our velvet pillows, right? And I just have it displayed, and I have a lot of really pretty crystals in my crystal room, but when people come in to look at that cabinet, they're always like, but what is that? And I go, actually, that's scolecite with calcite. And they're like, that's scolecite? Because they're used to seeing the white polished, like, you know, pieces. Ooh. Yeah, breakage is normal. She's fragile, but she's lovely. That girl. Yeah, I did have one with polished buttons, and mine has the little polish, or you said bottoms. Mine has like the calcite little tips are all polished calcite, naturally polished. But anyway, the price is nuts. Congratulations on that one. That should have been a $500 cluster. Like even at Tucson, if you can find natural scolecite clusters, and you said I paid $99 for mine, the person would go, but it wasn't scolecite. And you'd be like, yeah, it was. Okay, now we're going to talk about, this is one of my other favorites of the whole show. And it's a fun story because this is amethyst. But amethyst is purple, Athena, or pink or green, Athena. Yes, you're right. Except when it has less manganese. Then it is, and less iron. Iron is primarily what makes amethyst purple. We always thought it was manganese, but it's more recent geological studies that are teaching us that it's primarily the iron and not the manganese that creates the purple color in our amethysts. So I want you to check this out. Like, look at it from the side. Is that gorgeous? So I have two different sizes of these. I have the small, that's the small, for $29. And this is the large for $39. I have 3 and 4. So much, right? You okay?
Jess said the screen crashed.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It didn't. It's just. I was freaking about.
Oh.
While he was in the bathroom.
Oh my God. Of course. Of course. Of course. Is that cool? So, I mean, listen, you can work with it just like you work with quartz, but it's kind of cool for you to know that it's amethyst. I know these are gone. Well, Charlene, so that's what I was just saying. If it was just quartz, it wouldn't have iron and manganese. But when it has less iron and manganese, primarily iron, it doesn't get as purple. But that's the difference, right? So quartz is pure silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is the most common mineral on the planet, found on every continent and in almost every country. Not so much with amethysta, right? So that's the difference, is the iron content, but just less. And and then here's what's interesting, right? The more iron there is, the darker it gets, right? So if we look at Brazil tends to have a range from very little iron to middle iron, and then you go to Uruguay, right, where we have that like punch of amethyst where it's super dark violet purple. That's just heavy iron deposits. So those mines are more iron heavy. Congratulations. Really stoked for you guys. I know it's a thing, and I think this is kind of the last of our white amethyst. So
Yeah.
but if you tell people like I have white amethyst, they're gonna be like, no you don't. And you're gonna be like, yes I do. And actually it's because there's less iron, but there's still iron present. And then they're gonna shut up, because you know. Okay, now we're going to talk about Atlantis. These are beautiful. I have a couple dozen of these only. This is zeolites. Remember we just looked at the scolecite and we were talking about all that magic going on over there? These we're doing, you guys, for $14.
Zeolite?
Yeah, it's the red hewlandite, line 39. $14 for that. So it is believed that hewlandite is an Atlantean stone. There's lots of legends and lore about hewlandite. So if you believe in the mythic civilizations of Lemurian Atlantis, a lot of us feel like we're Lemurian. I've always said I think I'm more Atlantean, right? For lots of different reasons that we can talk about another time. But these are just cool. Can you imagine being in the mine? And those are all tiny individual crystal formations, and you can see how it's kind of apophyllite-y. You know how apophyllite has that incandescent glow to it, but that red color is absolutely beautiful. This is formed in something known as the Deacon traps, 66 million years old. 66 million years old. Beautiful. Some of the formations look like little flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning. Yeah, I don't think I came for the unconditional love phase of our human evolution. I think I came for the math, language, writing phase, which was Atlantis. But who knows, right? I know. I tell you the age of things sometimes just because for me it's still part of my fascination with crystals. I still get excited about these shows every damn time. I don't care. I'll do them till I'm 100 and I'll still get excited. I still get excited to learn new things. I'm going to Denver in September with Shop LC, which I'm stoked about that they said yes, because I'm like, can I go to Denver and with you for you and do shows? And I think we're going to do a meetup in Denver, by the way, so stay tuned for information, because a lot of you are in the Denver area or adjacent, and it's convenient for you. And Denver in September is beautiful. It's hot, but it's beautiful. But anyway, I still get, my heart skips a beat when I think about going to Denver for the show. What will I find? Hi, Kevin. I miss you. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, now we're going to talk about rhodochrosite. These are cool. These are cabochons. Oh, they're out of order. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. 34, 29, 39. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm going to show you these real quick. I'm going to put them on my light stand. Rhodos in Greek means red or rose colored. Does that have a setting on it to go lower than that?
No.
Yeah. or maybe not. Sorry, maybe not. Maybe higher. Maybe I meant the opposite of what I said. Aren't these beautiful? So these are cabochons. Cabochon is a French word, and it's the name for this style of stone where it's flat on the back and then rounded on top. And I'm putting it on the light stand so you can really see translucency in these pieces. So the prices on these are $29, $34, $39. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have the most quantity of the small, and I have the least quantity of the, what a surprise, of the large. Okay, so now I'm going to take it off this and show you without that. So rhodochrosite comes from one location in Argentina, and it's at high elevation. The pink is, this beautiful bubblegum pink is. At the lower elevations, you get more of a brown, which I love too. I love brown rhodochrosite, but I extra love the bubblegum pink. This is the Courage to Heal Your Heart. And in some pieces, you're going to see silver lines. Do you see that right there? That's actually sterling silver. Isn't that cool? So this is a very feminine stone, in part because silver is the feminine metal, where gold is the masculine level or metal. So this is divine feminine energy, heart healing. You could take this to a jeweler, any good jeweler. You could take this and say, please make me a ring, right? Or please make me a cuff or a bracelet with it. Or just carry it with you. A lot of you need heart healing. And what's interesting about rhodochrosite, it's one of the only stones that, chrysoprase is the other one, that is an emotional heart healer and a physical heart healer. So this is a stone for physical heart healing too, which some of you need, because your tickers aren't good. Everybody always says it looks like bacon. I don't know, like what throws me off is the fact that it's more silvery, you know what I mean? But I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It does not fluoresce, by the way, but I don't know why I picked that side. I just wanted to show you. Look at that. Is that cool? It's just rad. So if you need a little heart healing or a lot of heart healing, I think this size would be really cool for a cuff. Me personally, maybe the medium size would be better for me. Isn't it pretty?
I think you make a beautiful cup. How flat it is too, it'd be perfect.
Or, you know, pendant.
Ooh.
Maybe wear it closer to your heart. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was just thinking like a cool choker would be neat with that. Let's see how beautiful and vibrant that pink is. That would be a beautiful pendant too. They look like big pink moons to me. And good for a wand. I do a lot of crafting, so I always tell people collect cabochons, especially when I have them at crazy prices, because this is half off. This is the gem grade of rhodochrosite. I always say this is what rhodochrosite wants to look like when it grows up. So congratulations.
I like to put them on like picture frames because it really like the calves.
Kind of like the ones we did for the matriarchy altars. Yeah, if you have the matriarchal altar kit from Living University, this would be cool to add. Maybe a small one. It's such an obvious. It feels very maternal to me, matriarchal as it were. Oh, I like that. Ashley said she's starting to use cabochons in her Reiki sessions, adding cabs for that because they lay nicely on the body. You're so right. I like that too. So for your Reiki sessions, or if you're an applied crystal healer, right, that would be cool. They're all kind of different too. Like here's another one. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Okay. Looks like they're all in here, so I can put that back with that. Okay. Any selenite or Lemurian blue calcite for Tame? I don't think so tonight. Not on the menu. But I will keep you in mind for that. Rachel's throwing rhodochrosite at me. It's fine. Okay, mini aquamarine spheres. Oh, that was rolling away. Look how cute these are for $19. I only have 8 of them. That is some juicy, gemmy aquamarine, the stone of emotional healing and renewal. If I can light that up. Ooh, whoa, what?
Yeah, you can like see.
It's like the world's most awesome marble. Isn't that cool? Trying not to like give you a headache, but I wanted you to see how translucent these are. Birthstone for the month of March. Both my kids born in March, not intentionally. Nick came a month early. Super pretty, right? Any citrine? A giveaway.
Yes, we
Do you want to see the giveaway that's coming at the end of the show tonight? Maybe you saw it because Rachel did a cool promotion of it. Can I show them?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost $1,000 worth of celestial citrine. Look at that. It's a natural point. And you can't buy it because I'm giving it away tonight. This has been sitting in my office, soaking up so much energy. It's actually double terminated. I know. So it might be worth hanging out for another 40 minutes. I mean, I don't know. I'll hang out for 40 minutes to win $1,000 worth of the money stone. And this one, oh my God. What? This one you have to put on a light stand. Anyway, I'll get to give you my TED talk on celestial quartz when we get there. Yes, it's celestial. Look, as I throw it at you. But look at that. Do you see the plating? God, one termination. Oh, look at this got like 9 terminations. Oh my God. And you can sleep with it, pet it, talk to it, tell it all your problems. Who needs a partner when you have double terminated citrine? Give it its own pillow, give it its own side of the bed. You know what I mean? Some of you do this. Don't laugh at me. I know you do. Some of you are like, I don't have a boyfriend, but I sleep with my fill in the blank, my whatever. Show me the money. All right, Cleo. It's self-healed too. It's so damn cool.
And a little shaman's portal too.
Oh, look at that. Right, yeah, you can. I'll spit on it for you. Nope. I do lick stones, whatever. Sometimes I wash them first. It's good for the immune system. Yep. Okay. Rosacite. Stone of resilience. These are so pretty. Is it just one size? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stone of resilience. No joke. Rosasite. Rosa was here earlier. I'm like, is she going to stay and get a piece of rosacite? Isn't this beautiful? 2 to 3 inches. I only have 17 of them. Rosacite represents resilience through balance. We've had a lot of, I love how some parts of it are botryoidal to the little bubble formation there. It's so cool. Again, it's a copper ore. So it's going to help move energy through your system. A lot of people collect, and they collect by chakra, they collect by color. And when you're a collector, you're always looking for like the rarest. Rosacite is not common. I've only seen it at the gem shows maybe 2 or 3 times. So, but because I love its property, there's not a lot of stones specifically for resilience. And what is resilience? I define resilience as, you know, the capacity to move through challenges with grace. Okay. Because moving through challenges with bitterness is shitty for your skin. Have you seen bitter people and how they age? It's not cute. They shrivel up. Bitter Betties. I was calling you out, Rosa. I was like, it's Rosa. I've got her stuff. It's here waiting for you. No pressure, though. If you don't like it, you shouldn't buy it. But anyway. Oh, yeah. If there's ever halite around, which is pink salt, people are like, I don't know if that's salt or not. I'm like, it's salt. This. If you guys don't want this next pendant, by the way, congratulations on the Rosacite. If you don't want this pendant, it's totally fine.
I think there's a mistake. I think that should be $199.
Yeah.
But
what do you want me to do? Okay, I'm going to do this for $149, but I still think that's a ridiculous deal. Are you ready for this? I mean, I'm sorry. It's sterling silver. That's gel lepidolite with rubies and black spinel. What's gel lepidolite? Let's talk about it. So lepidolite is mica, right? The color comes from lithium. This is for emotional calming, soothing, really helps with depression and anxiety. But what we call it gel when it's like that, right? It's translucent, you can see through it. The only difference between gel lepidolite and non-gel lepidolite is the size of the crystals. So if it crystallizes, see how you can see right through it? I know. Go away with all that. There's one of these. I knew it. She knew it. It's like, whoever wins this piece wins one of the like steals of the evening. It's one of the most beautiful. But anyway, so gel lepidolite is translucent, and the reason is the crystals crystallize smaller. So in traditional lepidolite, which is opaque, the crystals crystallize larger. So even though this looks smooth on the surface, there are thousands, and in larger pieces, millions of super tiny microcrystalline mica crystals. And then I just want to say those rubies alone would be $149. They're beautiful quality. So anyway. Yeah, I know. Pam's like, you might want to get a couple dozen more of those, Athena. Yeah. That was not an easy pendant to make, which is why there's one. That was custom made here at SG. So lucky ducks. We had the cabochons and we designed the jewelry pieces around them and then sent the cabochons to have them set and got them back. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. And the chain is cool. It's all sterling silver. Is it one of those? Oh, this one's not adjustable. Sometimes they are, but this one's not. So I'm going to say this is probably 18 inches. You do need to leave that chain on though. That's the only drawback. Although if you took it off the chain, you might be able to put a chain through one of the other holes in the design, if that makes sense. Lord have mercy. This one went to, where did it go? Have we announced it yet?
Yes.
Oh, who got it?
It
I can't see.
Debbie?
Oh, Debbie got
Gosh.
it. Congratulations. Jessica got one of the Feel Good altar sets. Congratulations. Tammy got one too. Rosa sites are going out to Cynthia, Lana, Jenny, Kim, Lori. Rosa got one. It wasn't because I said it, was it? It felt like it was for you. Sue, Penny got one. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Spivey's here. Which rose did you want? The triple rose or the Aphrodite's love? Let me know. We have 4 of the triple rose serum with the rose quartz butterflies left, if you would like that. We have 2 of the large malachites left, if you were thinking about that. 9 of the shaman drums left. Those were $59. They were really nice gong sound. Yeah, this is the triple rose serum with the little butterfly, if you want that. So there's 4 of those left. Triple rose. Okay, we've got one. So I actually sold triple rose 22, and I will send that to you. This is crazy. This is another one that's just nuts tonight. Do you know what this is? It's kind of fun to do pop quiz time with you sometimes. If you were to say jade, you'd be correct, but it's a very specific type of jade that comes from a very specific place in South Africa. Am I giving it away? Yeah, I can show you the drum one more time. It's probably best just to leave it here because people want to see it until they're gone. I'll just hold on to it here. This is infinite stone, which is a form of jade. But there's only one place in the world that it gets mined. And by the way, at sagegoddess.com right now, if you use code INFINITE, you get a free infinite palm stone and save 15% on your purchase. I made a video about this yesterday, or went live about it. But that's kind of cool. So here's the story with infinite. These are, by the way, these are $59. I only have 6. $59. It's not jadeite, it's infinite. It's literally referred to as infinite, but it is a form of jade. But this one comes only from South Africa. So when I first opened Sage Goddess up in San Francisco, I founded Sage Goddess in San Diego, but then we moved to the Bay Area. Then I had a small store up in the Bay Area that some of you came to back in the day. It was cute. It was the size of a shoebox, but it was my humble beginning. And so I talked to a healer friend of mine and I said, hey, in this new space up here in San Francisco, I'm going to have a ceremony room. And she was like, do you have infinite? And I had one piece and she's like, let me send you 3 more. You need to have infinite, either a generator, or you need to have 4 small pieces in your room at the 4 corners for the 4 directions. And I believe it's true. I think if you have any kind of sacred space, you need at least 1 piece of infinite, which is why I was telling you about the discount code on sagegoddess.com. But you have to use the word infinite. And the palm stone is cute. I mean, it's a nice size. It's like 1.5 inches. And so anyway, if you're like, ooh, this is an interesting story, and you can read about infinite online, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. It ranges, it ombres from these really deep forest green shades all the way to like more mint green, but it is a profound healer. And I wish I had more of them, but only the 6. So congratulations on your infinite. I did have the spheres with Selva. Do you remember? Was that infinite or was that God, Selva. I just found my original bottle of Selva and I was so happy. I dragged my children to the Yucatan jungle for my 50th birthday. And the place that we stayed had bath salts by the bath. And the bath was like an outdoor bathtub. So fucking rad. It was all volcanic. But this bath salt blend that they made, and they wouldn't tell me. I was like, what is this smell? It's intoxicating. They wouldn't tell me. So I reverse engineered it. I came home and I got it dead on. I mean, it is so exactly the blend. And that's shitty of me to tell you that because we don't have any more Selva and I don't have it to sell you. But anyway, this is the butterfly shaman drum if you would like one. Most infinite is green. And it's a combination of chromium and chlorite. Cool doll. Anyway, congratulations, Wicked got a drum. I love that. So do you remember Selva? It was a bittersweet trip because we were supposed to go to Greece for my 50th birthday, and then, you know, shit went sideways as a family. So I was like, I'm going to take my kids to Mexico. And I thought it was an amazing trip. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That whole Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico is magic. And I got to meet with an amazing shaman. And on that trip, I designed the apothecary program. It was a really, and I didn't go there to do that. That just happened. So it's definitely summoned there by a stronger force. Hey, you like frogs? These are so cute. They're little malachite frogs. I only have 2 of the. Yeah, he's the small. I'm the small. And he's the large. I'm the large. Are they cute? Frogs are super big magic. And not just bufo frogs, but all frogs are super big magic. You know, frogs fall in that category of things that don't seem like they belong here. You know what I mean? Have you ever really watched a frog? It's like watching a hummingbird. Like, where did you come from? What planet are you from, right? $39 and $49 for little malachite frogs. These are all hand carved. And I just think they're cute. Aren't they cute? Look at him. He's kind of looking down, and this guy's like, what are you doing? Why are you looking down? Don't judge me. And where is Circe saying, why does everything sound like Oscar? And that's because I only have one weird voice. Actually, it looks like he's trying to kiss him, kind of. Congratulations. You have malachite frogs? Your swamp's loaded with them? Aw, Jamie has a pet water frog named Froggy. That makes me smile. I don't know why. I think that's cute. I haven't seen the frogs from Puerto Rico. Are they cute? Now I gotta look it up. They do. They're very happy to be coming home to you. So enjoy your froggies. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Price on this is kind of nuts, y'all. But I'll go with it. It looks like glass. It's so clear. This is quartz. Will you marry me? I'm just kidding. $19. Really? Water clear quartz. If you don't take this and have a pendant made out of it, I'm going to judge you. Because we're basically giving it to you for free. So then you got to go to the jeweler and have something magical made out of that. My magician pendant is pretty clear, and this one beats it with a stick. You know what I mean? I was joking about a ring, but honestly, I would wear it. I love big jewelry. I am not shy. Or have that made into a cuff? What?
If you guys are really interested in these different facets,
Yeah, let us know.
let us know.
I collect cut faceted stones, so when you
Yes.
see them here in the show, it's just because I love them. Crafting, jewelry, pocket stones, whatever. I mean, this you could just carry with you all the time. You know, just it's your raise the vibe stone. But you know it's good. They, you know, in the trade we always say if you can see my fingerprint through it, we can classify that as water clear. You can definitely see fingerprints through it. Yeah, J1 Ravens and I would totally rock that as a ring. Ooh, oh, I love that. Ashley said my father gave my mother a diamond quartz ring as a ring, and I wish I still had it. I bet you do. Yeah. If you had a diamond that size, why? What on earth? I always thought it'd be fun to have like a collection of larger pieces like that and almost make like a treasure chest with it. My mom had a jewelry box that she left me, and it looks like a pirate's treasure box. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I know. Okay, that was awesome. That was fast. I'm just checking to see. We have one more small zircon and matrix if anybody wants that. Most things are spoken for, so if anybody would like that, it's available. Okay. Now we're going to talk about some mixed minerals. These are cool. It's kind of it really is a mix of different things. I'm going to put my glasses on. Oh, no way. In Latvia, thank you for that, Madame Maru. She said in Latvia, toad is the messenger of the goddess. That's cool. I like knowing, you know, what these different animal spirit allies represent in different traditions. Okay, there's two different sizes of these mixed minerals. These are all from Mexico, by the way. So it's amethyst plus plus. These are just rad. I don't want to take your shit out of its thing, but I want to look at it. So let me show you what I'm doing down here. Move my sheet out of the way. Okay, so we have 20 of the small at $14. These are those small. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not that and that. And this and this.
Yes.
Okay. So 20 of the small at $14 and 20 of the medium at $24. So 14, 24. Okay. And I'm putting my glasses on because there's multiple things happening in these little gemmy pieces. It's mostly amethyst, and it's a microcrystalline formation of the amethyst. But you have some interesting, looks like Laguna agate on the matrix. Look at that, which would be true to Mexico and unique to Mexico. You're not going to find that configuration anywhere else. Do you see that? Laguna agate's really good for happiness, for travel, for protection. Isn't that beautiful? It's jelly looking amethyst. It has like a soft texture to it. And there isn't a ton of amethyst in Mexico. So part of what I love is if you're a collector of amethyst, I love amethyst so much. You can tell that there's iron in the matrix because the amethyst is going from pink to, or purple to red, or purple to kind of pink. And that would be because of iron, additional iron, right? But look at that. It's almost a botryoidal formation, which is botryoidal means bubbled, right? You can see on the surface of it, but it's really soft to the touch. And then there we go again with what to my eye looks like Laguna agate matrix. But look at the little, oh my gosh, look at that. Those little red crystals on the sides. Seems to be pretty consistent. This one's cool. It's even darker. But again, there's that matrix for you. So congratulations, those are fun. They're just, and they'll come to you on the little, in the boxes, labeled that way. I did try to rip this one off, or one of the other, it doesn't want to come off, so I'm not trying to break your stones. Those are cute. I like, sometimes we'll buy those, you know, with the shows, just because it's a different, you know, it's not the amethyst you're super used to seeing. I don't know if I'm washing it out, but do you see how translucent it is? So enjoy something different, even from a mineral that, you know, we think we all know and we've seen it all. There's still locations and
If anyone
combinations.
wants to see the zircon, this is the last
Oh.
one.
This is the last zircon. Again, these are zircon, 4.4 billion years old. First mineral to form on the planet, as far as we know today in geology. These are terminated pieces, very powerful for manifestation. And they are in a tourmaline feldspar quartz matrix. Super gorgeous specimen pieces, if you would like that. Ooh, that's cool. Ashley said she recently saw an alien amethyst. Is that what they were calling it, from India? And it looks similar with red hematoid. Telling you, endless variation. Endless variations. Okay, we have a full moon coming up. This is the last of the full moon and Pisces kits, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you, our full moon kits sell out. I mean, they're just, a lot of you like to join me. Full moons are where Sage got us started. I set the intention to gather us around the world for virtual full moon ceremony when I was still a professor, and then the following year Sage Goddess was born. So I'm gonna show you, we're doing the set for $39, which is what it would be if you were on the website using your discount code.
Yes.
Okay, so if you missed my last full moon ceremony, it was really fun. You can always go back and watch it. It was a good one. That was in Aquarius. So next month, what does that mean? It means the full moon will be in Pisces. So it's called the River of Dreams. So you get your River of Dreams candle. Super pretty. Yours will not be pre-lit. This was my sample. So, and the River of Dreams is blue chamomile, blue tansy, lime, mandarin, banana. And it's yummy. So for $39, you get the candle, you get the perfume, River of Dreams. Didn't Bruce do a beautiful job on the Pisces art too? The twin fishes. You get the tea blend that we made for you. Is that edible glitter? There's glitter in the tea blend. Is it edible?
Oh yeah. It is.
Okay, that's awesome. That's also the right answer.
I mean, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I see glitter. I see dirt. So, I mean, isn't everything edible? Like,
No, technically not, but there is edible glitter. So you're getting that tea, and then you're getting the little disposable bags so that you can not use it all, right? And also not have little floaters in your tea. I don't mind floaters in my tea, but it's up to you. Then you're getting this gorgeous fluorite generator, very dreamy Pisces colors, super watery, and you get the Moroccan tea set. I love drinking tea out of glass sets, but this is quite common in the Middle East and certainly in Morocco, which is where this is from. And this is a nice heavy duty set. This isn't flimsy, shitty. You're going to use this all the time. And you know me, I'm all about the fancy. So $39, we only had 30 of them. And then the full moon Pisces set for next month is sold out. And what's cool is this is worth $39. I mean, seriously, anywhere else you'd pay $39 for that. So then you're getting the perfume, the candle, the tea set, and everything else for free. Do I have chumpy stones? Somewhere in the building, yes. Right this minute, no.
Yeah. We have like maybe a couple sets.
I will try when I go to Denver to see what I can see. You know, my favorite story about the chumpy stones come from Peru. So when I one of my first times at Denver, I found them and I was obsessed. And the woman who was selling them has long since passed away, but she was one of the founders of the Tucson show. And she was like, Athena, she taught me about the Apu Mountains in Peru that surround Cusco and how they represent, each one represents a prayer or a wish or an intention. And that each set is carved by one person in a trance. So it's, and every set is different, but you can see the artisans. Anyway, so I found them and I started sharing them with the world and I started buying them from her and she would go back to the families and see if they could make more and on and on. So somebody saw me with them because it's weird, but people will follow me around the shows and see what I buy and then they try to get it and sell it somewhere else. So anyway, this person saw it. I don't know the person, but they went to her and said, I love those. I want 1,000 sets. And she was like, no. And they were like, what do you mean? Just go make 1,000 sets. And she's like, you don't understand the importance of these at all. Like, these are made one by one. One set takes a week to carve. Nobody's going to make 1,000 for you. And honestly, if there were 1,000, they wouldn't be sacred anymore. So, which I love that story. It's like, go over there with that. You missed the point. You know what I mean? And we never had 1,000. I mean, maybe I would have like 24 sets at a time. And then I would wait and she would go back and she would find more and do more again. Yellow fluorite sphere. Do you know in the back of my warehouse, I have like a metric ton of raw rainbow fluorite from Argentina. All dressed up and nowhere to go. If anybody ever wants to buy rough stone, I've got some pretty amazing rough. I have some pretty incredible chrysocolla malachite from the Congo. I've got some pretty amazing rainbow fluorite. You just would have to be able to transport. But, and when I say, I mean, it's like huge pieces, but stunning. I inherited it, and now I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I do know what to do with it. I need to take it to Mexico and have it carved, but, you know, in my free time. I'm going to work on that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Piedra Rayo, the lightning stone from Colombia. Not Colombia, Colombia. And this is a pseudotektite, meaning it is not the result of a meteoric collision. It's volcanic, but it's just as powerful as moldavite. And it has a lot of the same texture, right, that we associate with our other tektites. Is that beautiful? Ancient volcano, Northern Andes Mountains. And the volcano was thought to be a message from the gods. So anything that was produced from the volcano was kept super sacred, sagrada, and not just anybody could work with it. So we have small. Oh, are there, how many sizes of these are there, you guys? So you can help me. Okay, there's 4 sizes. So let me bring these down and show you.
The small is about 6 grams.
Okay, 6 grams. Let me put them in order. 6.
The medium is 17 grams.
Okay.
The large is 18 grams.
17, 18.
And then extra large is 19.
19. And the prices are $14.
And then it goes to 39.
39.
49.
Actually, I think I have it backward. 39, 49.
59.
59. 14, 39, 49, 59 for Piedra Rayo. If you're into Central and South American magic, indigenous practices, shamanism of any kind, and you don't have this in your collection, you need to have it. If you have a crystal healing tray that you like to be representative, right, of all the magics, then you need to have this in your collection. And again, they all are translucent that way. And they all have that that internal, isn't it? I mean, it's like looking at a galaxy. But what that is hardened lava from that ancient Andean volcano. Not all volcanoes are created the same. So these are thought to be a lightning bolt. And the legend is that if you have a question and you're really struggling with it, you hold the Piedra Rayo and the answer comes. There's all kinds of local legends about this material. So some people like to wire wrap it and wear it. I just like to work with it. I have my piece of Piedra Rayo on my synergy grid. Because to me, again, it's not a tektite, it's not meteoric, it's a pseudotektite, it's volcanic. But in some ways, some people think this is more powerful. One fun like party trick to do, I'm not in my office today or I would show you, but you can take a piece of moldavite or a proper tektite and a piece of a pseudotektite like Columbianite and check your pendulum. Because my pendulum goes crazier with this than it does with moldavite or Libyan gold tektite, which is another proper tektite from the sub-Saharan desert of Northern Africa. So congratulations. We don't have that in your collection. This is a good price today to get these at. I know Emily has like so many questions and I'm inundated you, right? Like today I'm kind of like feeding you from the fire hose, but there's so much to say about these stones. And a lot of times people will just be like, oh, Columbianite, it's a pseudotektite. And they don't go into the fact that it's, I mean, look it up, right? There's the legends just around that volcano alone and an Andean volcano at that. Okay. I'm obsessed with the Mayan civilization, like obsessed. So when I went to the Yucatan, I was working with a Mayan shaman. He called himself a priest, but I was working with him. And so I said, because I'm fluent in Spanish and he didn't speak English. So our whole conversation was in Spanish. But I asked him in Spanish, can you now speak to me for the next minute in Maya? And he did. And I mean, I taught Spanish, right? I was like, that I can't track it. And he said, no, but you know who can? Is people who speak certain Chinese dialects can understand Maya because of the Siberian migration. So crazy. I was like, this is insane. But beautiful. Like you can feel, have you ever heard Maya or Quechua? Like some of the more native indigenous languages, like, whoa. So yeah, so this is Colombianite. I call it the Piedra Rayo because that's what they call it. People who practice with it, but it is Colombianite. So anyway, congratulations. Ms. B. Grace got one, Cynthia got one, Lisa Spivey got one, Tammy got one. There's so many dialects. I know, that's what's crazy. But I just asked him, like, just speak to me in Maya, and I sort of closed my eyes and like let the language wash over me. But he was doing a blessing for me in Maya, but I was like, whoa. You would think, right, that it would bear some linguistic resemblance, and I couldn't track it. Not even a word. So. Okay, you ready for surprise packages, but Athena style? When I proposed this, I think they thought I was crazy, but I am crazy. We're all crazy here. Okay, I have how many of these? 20?
We have 25.
25. Okay, so get your fingers ready if you want like the deal of the whole show. Okay.
And maybe tell them what a surprise package comes with normally and then how we make it special.
Okay, and I want to back up my truck just a second because I made myself a note about this. Okay, so what are surprise packages? So normally surprise packages, you spend $99 and we send you at least $150 worth of stones, okay? And Robin and the team do a beautiful job. Like we have a section that we pull from and they're all the rarest things. When stuff comes in, we set special pieces aside for the surprise packages. And some people here have gotten them before and you know how awesome they are. Well, I was like, hey, for my surprise packages today, could we do, you get $150 worth of stones plus this. This is sphalerite and fluorite. And I'm going to tell you what that means in just a second. And you can see, right? The sphalerite is the gray matrix. There's quartz in these too. And then there's fluorite. There's some purple fluorite and green fluorite. These are absolutely incredible. Look at that. All those Jersey quartz pockets. So it's $99. I only have 2 dozen of these generators for you. They will all be huge. This is the smallest of them. So some of them are going to be skinnier and taller. And I know you like it big. I'm not judging you. Bigger isn't always better, except right now. Okay, sphalerite. Why do you want this? Sphalerite is a zinc sulfide. It's called the sacred architect of the gem and mineral world. It's for DNA repair. And then fluorite is about embodied power, clarity through structure. This is for manifesting your vision in the physical world. Ashley's like, what is happening? Now, this is not cracked, by the way. When you get it, you got to recognize these are these pockets, right? These druzy pockets, they just carved around it. And then look at the bottom. Which side was, oh, look at this. Like, I think these are portals. Isn't that cool? Look at the iron deposits here. You can see through these stones. Like some of the pockets are literally like, you can see through them. Congratulations, I think they're gone. Yay. It is crazy. They're so beautiful. Well, you know, it's funny, Stacy. Stacy's like, I need to manifest my home being rebuilt already. Like, this feels like a home rebuilding stone, doesn't it? So awesome. I love sphalerite too. Sphalerite activates, even though it's not orange, it activates the sacral chakra. So this is about desire, creativity, passion, all those things. So stoked for you. Oh, totally fine for outside, by the way. You're not going to do anything to this stone that nature hasn't done already. Seriously. I mean, this is a durable stone. I'm glad you're asking though, because fluorite, look at that. Fluorite on the measure of hardness scale, what is it? Is very low, but sphalerite is higher, and then it's in a matrix of quartz, which also raises the Mohs measurement. So this is durable. It can go outside. I know. So anyway, congratulations. You're getting something really cool. We will be talking about this years from now. Remember that time you did those fucked up surprise packages with the sphalerite fluorite generators that were 18 feet tall? So it is, and part of the reason, Kate, that it is physically healing is because we know we work with zinc in the supplement world, right? For you're not going to eat this, but zinc itself is known for DNA repair, for intense microcellular repair and regeneration, like after surgery, for recovery and things like that. So congratulations, the team is going to start announcing who got these. Nicole got one, Herbal Jewels got one. Yeah, y'all did real good today. Very, very proud of you. Making wise choices today. Aw, Folletta, I see you. She said, I need to manifest a new, bigger, better, healthier work environment. I recently put my 2 weeks in and I'm jobless, but I'm absolutely content about it. You know what people do? They give their notice and then they spend their time worrying instead of enjoying that time, trusting that the universe is going to bring you something, this or something better. And then enjoy that time. Travel somewhere. Have a staycation. Yes, you can use it in the bedroom. A lot of people use sphalerite in the bedroom because it's a sacral chakra stone. Yeah. Yay! Okay, congratulations. I had a feeling that was going to be fun for you guys. Oh, this is gorgeous. Because we still have a few more items for you. And then don't leave now. Because in just a few minutes, probably about 15 minutes from now, we're going to be giving away that huge celestial citrine right at the end of our show tonight. Is this gorgeous? You know my obsession with Tibetan silver. All silver is alloyed, right? It has to be because it's too soft. But in Tibetan silver, first of all, it never tarnishes. And these artisans, the way they design a bezel, I mean, and the way they carve the back of the pieces, which in theory no one will ever see but you, is so special. This one is, hold on, I jumped around in my notes. Give me just a second to tell you the price.
Number 59.
Okay, this is, I have 2 of these at $89. Look at that labradorite. Whoa. And the Buddha for me is always an invitation back to center, right? I have a huge Buddha statue in my house that I love. And even on the most stressful of days, it's just back to center, girl. That person took you over here. That person took you over there. Your kids are screaming what? Animals are this. Back to center. Because peace resides in the center, right? Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, Lisa got one of these, and Life Satea. Is it beautiful? Or Life's a Tea. Is it Life's a Tea? Look how cute handle that is. What I love is that ombre from the green to the blue and the like sort of the fine lines across the face. It's absolutely stunning. So thrilled for you. Love it. Okay. Are you familiar with Auralite 23? So there's Super 7, which is a master healer. It's the 7 most powerful healing minerals on the planet. And then there's Auralite 23, which comes specifically from Canada, which is where these come from. And these are red capped. How beautiful is that? So Auralite 23 has amethyst, titanite, cacoxenite, lepidolite. Sometimes it has ahoite, hematite, magnetite, pyrite, covalite. I mean, and then it has metals in it too. So I have 4 of the small at $29 and 7 of the large at $39 if you would like these. Love Auralite. And Auralite has this sort of otherworldly glow to it. When you get your piece, I always say light everything up, but definitely light it up because sometimes you can even see the metals inside of it, the layers of them. Isn't that gorgeous? And even if you can't see one of those minerals, it's in there. So congratulations. If you name it a bit wrong, it's no good. What do you mean? Talk to me, Martha. You guys are so cute. I love watching your comments back and forth to each other. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to talk about azurite in quartz. So I had some of this on Shop LC. We'll just say our price is kind of nuts. The little blue is azurite. Those are little azurite blueberries. Most important stone for building your intuition. Edgar Casey said he wouldn't have had his visions without it. And Edgar Casey also said that beginners should not work with azurite. That's too powerful, that it can overwhelm you with the visions and the clarity that it brings. I have, is it just one size? I guess they're close. Okay, I have 18 of these at $29, 3.5 inches of azurite and quartz. So you have that intuition mineral inside of quartz, which magnifies and expands the energy. $29. I love hearts too. Because hearts are a lot of things, right? It's a universal symbol of love. You can obviously hold it to your heart, hold it between your hands, over the third eye, because it's nice and flat. But also as a massage tool, I do a lot of self-massage, which you should do. Your stones love oils. Nothing feels better than this at the end of a long day. And then soles of the feet, life-changing. Up the back of the neck. I always say, don't start what you can't finish. You start giving neck massages with your stones, you're going to be giving your neck massages with your stones. Don't start rubbing people's feet unless you intend to be consistent. But you should rub your own feet. You don't need anybody to rub you. You can rub yourself. The one-liners tonight have been excellent. Oh, Jennifer has a heart shelf on her curio cabinet. I really love that. I love hearts. I always have, and I always look for hearts. You know, hearts in my stones or heart-shaped stones. Your feet don't like being messed with? Really?
It's weird. I do my own toes.
Have you had the bottoms of your feet rubbed?
Yeah.
And you weren't into it?
Did you say you still have
So weird.
malachite frogs?
Oh,
I just like don't like. I like giving it to others. Like I'm like I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
It's like fun, but myself I don't like to receive it.
Huh.
You know.
I have a friend who says you can get there through your feet. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I don't like it.
I personally have not gotten there through my feet. If you have any questions about that, write to Amber at support@stagegottastuck. Just kidding, don't do that at all. Amber doesn't want to hear about that. Okay.
We have some really special, like one-of-a-kind specimens coming
Oh
up.
my God. Are we really selling that?
This is number 63.
Okay.
If you don't want to, I will keep it in my
no,
office.
it's all right. Okay. $249 if you love rainbows. This is one of the most beautiful calcite specimens I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Don't post it, Team SG, until I show it.
Oh, David was.
Shoot.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Don't comment yet, everybody. Okay, ready? Go. That's chalcopyrite on calcite. What? That's natural, kids. Nature did that. What? And the whole back.
Whoa.
This should be $1,000. This is crazy. I think we're ruining things for you because anywhere else you go, that's not going to be $249.
And I blame that Robin is out, so someone else was pricing.
Someone like you.
Someone like me.
This is Rachel's fault. You're welcome. Okay, now you can comment if you want it. Does somebody want it? Look at that. Oh, look at me. Look at that. God, chalcopyrite is really about the rainbow of expression, right? It's a stone of empowerment. It's naturally iridescent this way. All those colors are natural, and it's not common to see it in calcite, and look at that, and it's not common to see it this big.
Okay, so
Congratulations. I know Luis is like, give that to me because he knows I will try to put that in my pocket and take it out of the building. Thanks, Rachel from Kim. Welcome.
Yes.
Are there any Athena surprises with fluorite left? No, I don't think so. Sorry. I mean, part of the reason I can't do more is it takes us a long time to custom build those. Every single person's is different. We look at your name, we think about what you like, pick the stone for you, right? So it's just like takes a minute. But thank you for asking, Randy Stearns. I love you. I'm happy that you're here. Don't go anywhere, you guys. T-minus just a few minutes to our one of our biggest giveaways of the year so far in our live gem show. Let's think here, Rachel, real quick, just to make sure there's not anything else that we should go to.
I think we should definitely do the elite shungite.
We've done a lot of rhodochrosite tonight. Does anybody want large rhodochrosite specimens? Because I have quite a few.
You can just show this one and just say if you guys are interested.
You know what I mean? And the price range on this is about
we're at around $200 to
$200 to $300.
Yeah.
Look at all of that galena and sterling silver in that. So we talked a lot about rhodochrosite tonight. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, you can see how juicy that is, right?
They have ones that's like, it's like,
and look at this one.
half polished.
So here's lower elevation. Just from a teaching perspective, this is cool, right? So like this is top of the mountain, this is bottom of the mountain, but I still think it's beautiful. But do you see the brown? See that? Oh, look, there's a heart. Does anybody want this one? How much is this one?
Which one are you on?
This one. I don't know.
That one is the number 66. It's natural and polished. Number 66, and it is
$249. $249. This is literally like the mountain. This would be the base of the mountain, and this is the top of the mountain. That's cool. And then look at all that. Look at the formation on the bottom. Okay, so $249 if you want this one, and then this one. How much is this one, Rachel?
So
it's hard to tell them from
the polished one. It's number 67.
Okay, this one is. Set that down. That one is beautiful. This one is just as juicy as it gets. $349. This is the most expensive one, but again, you go anywhere and tell them you only paid $349 for that. That is the highest quality rhodochrosite on the planet. And then again, you have just rivers down the side of galena, which is for transformation, and sterling silver, which is the metal of the moon. So this is $349. Okay, if you want more rhodochrosite, Lynn Pellick got this one, by the way. It's fucking awesome. Look at this. I know it's already yours, but I just want to show you, like, right?
That's what I imagine like Mars looks like.
Okay, looks like the $349 piece is gone too. I have two more really great pieces of rhodochrosite. So if you want them, let me know and I will show them to you. Just we don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's cool to show you because outside of a museum, honestly, even at Tucson, sometimes you don't see specimens that big. So outside of a museum, it's hard to find them like that. Cynthia got the $349.
Let's show these real quick, and then that way the team can post it, and then we can go to some of the other items.
This one is kind of like Lynn's piece, but it's smaller. Beautiful.
Yes, that's number 65.
Okay, this one is
$229. Oh wait, no.
I think we could do a little bit better on the price on this one.
That one's that's $199.
$199.
Sorry, 64, guys.
$199. Again, it's smaller, but it still has all of that. Again, total geology there. You're seeing the entire life cycle of rhodochrosite in one piece, which I just think is amazing. This is a slice of a stalactite, so that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys are getting the hang of it. This is botryoidal, where you see that kind of bubbly texture to it. In geology, that's known as a botryoidal formation. So good on you for that. And then there's one more big one. I'll just show it because you guys are more interested than I thought you would be.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
This one is really beautiful.
This is rad. Again, it's got a river of, I mean, you can really see the silver in this one.
That one is number 65.
And that is
$229.
$229 for this. It looks like an anatomical heart, doesn't it? Kind of. $229. And it's soft.
I like that we're calling it small. It's just smaller.
It's, I mean, this is not small. Come on now, kids. Isn't that amazing? I would display it this way just because I think it's literally, it's just a river of those metals through it. Gorgeous. Me too.
Congrats, guys.
Rhodochrosite, malachite, you know, when you see those retortal formations, it's always more expensive because that's what people are looking for. Stunning, stunning. Elite shungite, if you're interested.
Number 68.
Yeah, this is 68, Team SG. $34 for huge pieces of elite shungite. What makes it elite? That it's between 90 and 98% pure carbon. I've taught you now on Shop LC so many times. Please tell me you've seen me talk there because I really go into the science of it. So shungite is anti-aging. It won a Nobel Prize because of the molecular structure known as a fullerene. And it purifies water. It helps you not age the same way. It blocks electromagnetic frequencies. On Shop LC, they actually show you the experiment. Like they'll put the cell phone next to the EMF detector and you'll see it at 100%. And then they put the shungite between the phone and the detector, and the shungite takes it down like 60 points in terms of radiation. So anyway, I keep a little piece of shungite in my moisturizer. Peter the Great built a whole spa in Karelia, Russia around shungite because he noticed people weren't aging and they weren't getting sick. Like, what's happening? It's no joke with shungite. So anyway, we had 20 pieces if you want that at $34. And congratulations. Jolene got the last polished rhodochrosite with that big river through it. So kudos, girl. That was a beautiful piece. Gosh, you guys have gotten some beautiful things today. Me too. Seriously, Rachel sometimes while I'm live will look over at me because I'm buying, I'm shopping while I'm live. But I bought the shungite mat and I have slept better.
I actually, when I had a migraine the other day, I put it over because it's weighted too. So I put it over and I didn't have to take any medicine.
Yeah, all the hosts have our phones open during the shows and we shop. Okay. It's like the last few items, I think, right? Yeah, for today.
Yeah, you can choose which ones.
Okay, let me which number is this one?
This is number 71. We have 9
Oh
of
yeah.
those.
Oh my god. $49. Malachite and cobalto calcite in the matrix. We've talked about that combo because it exists, but it's very rare to find it. It's a very light pink, but that is cobalto calcite, which is the stone of divine compassion. Next to, this is from the Katanga River Belt in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is the only place in the world where you find that configuration. These are old pieces too, by the way. Shungite mat is at shoplc.com. Just go in and search shungite mat and get 2. Because I got 2, I gave 1 to someone I love, and then my other friend was like, how come you didn't get it for me? You know, I have pain too. And I'm just like, okay, I can't buy them all. You can go on shoplc.com and get your own. Congratulations.
On that is
it's
just...
insane. I only had 9 pieces of this, by the way, at $49. So that's all she wrote for that. Yeah, Rosa said, my sister and I love our malachite and cobalt. It's just it's a magical combination, and the metaphysical properties are so incredible, but I mean, just the geology of it is magnificent too. So that was awesome. I know you're going to want this. How many of these do we have?
We have 7. They're all size 8.
Yeah, if they were a 7, you would have 6 of them. I didn't keep one of these, and I should have. I always regretted it. This is a lepidolite spinner ring. We made these at Sage Goddess. And so if you're a size 8, this can't be sized. So you're in good luck today. It's all done in sterling silver. I have 7 of these at $89. And you're just going to sit and do that until you get tired of doing that. But I just think it looks like a cool ring. And this is the stone that helps with depression and anxiety. So, I mean, the whole world needs this right now. I will find a link for the mat on shoplc.com and post it for you. Or maybe Cersei, in your free time tonight, you could open a tab and find it. I don't even know if they have them anymore. Shit sells out at shoplc.com. That's the other trip. Like I've learned, I can't wait till after the show because then there's nothing left and I missed out. Oh, and I also got the Shungite cuff. They have cuffs. Anyway, we're talking about 10 different things at once.
That's
Michelle
one of my
has
favorite
this ring.
rings. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle loves hers. Rachel loves hers. Everybody loves it. And then people are going to see it and like, I want one because it's just cool. But this doesn't come off. Like it's not, a flight risk. It's supposed to be dimensional and it would be a cool thumb ring too.
Yeah, that's where I wear mine is on my thumb.
Really? That would be
Yeah.
cool. I have like 9 rings on my thumbs, so I'm not a good candidate for it. But if you have, and now I can't even get them off. Who wants it? Who wants to take them off anyway? I was joking about Circe's free time. She has 0 free time. But maybe she can find a link for us real quick. I don't mind if you shop at Shop LC. I work there. Da-da-da. Yeah, it is. That's a good point. Debbie said if you're a 7.5, it may work for you because it's a hair bigger. I'm a 7, so I can't. It would fall off. But if you're a 7.5, like it might work for you.
And depending too, in the summer, my fingers swell. In the winter, I can't wear some of my rings.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy. Congratulations. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay. What time is it? Okay. I'm going to do maybe like...
And tell me what you want.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I do want to talk about this one. I designed this pendant after my mom died. It's in sterling silver. It's aura quartz with a hummingbird. And I know a lot of you love hummingbirds as much as I do. This is the last of these. We don't have any more. They're $39 each. If hummingbird is meaningful to you, I've told you my hummingbird story. The year before my mom died, because I have hummingbirds in my garden, they always put nests in my trees. Not this year, actually. Maybe they know I'm leaving. But anyway, the year before my mom died, and they're double term quartz points, by the way, too. I found the little baby hummingbird too late. It had died on the tree in the nest, but it was perfectly skeletonized. So I have that in my crystal room at home. The next year, there was in the same tree, there was another nest, and I was all anxious about it because I'm like, Mom just died. I cannot bear another dead hummingbird. The second year, I had 2 baby hummingbirds, and I took a picture of them literally with my phone. And right after I put my phone down, they both flew out of the nest and didn't come back. So I think I'm going to have that tattooed on my back under my hairline, because the 2 little hummingbirds, their little beaks are like that. And I thought it was my mom coming back to say, you lost 1 that year and you lost me. Now you have 2. And cry. I know, no nest this year. It's hard. It's hard. But congratulations. I know a lot of you feel that your loved ones come back to you as hummingbirds too. And hummingbirds, for me as a geology geek and a animal kingdom geek, nothing else has that speed. Their wingspan, or their wing, what's the word? Their wings flap more per second than any other bird ever in history. So in shamanism, we say they are from the middle world, right? They're from another dimension. So anyway, congratulations. I think Sophie would do a beautiful double. She's wanting to do more, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. Because to be honest, and no judgment, but like, I don't want to look fully tattooed from the front. I kind of like that it sneaks up on you a little bit. Like mine are a little more subtle. So I think something on the back of my neck could be kind of cool. Okay. Oh, I want to do the diamond rings.
Yes.
Okay, let's do the diamond rings.
They're beautiful.
Yes,
Number
I have a diamond ring.
78. Number 78. They're size 6.
Okay, size 6.
We have 16 of them.
Team, I'm going to keep one of these. I wanted to, and I never saw them when we got back from the show. So we have 15 of these.
15 of them.
Yeah, they are sterling silver, and that is a real diamond, and they are $79. Is that cool? So some of you know the story about my grandmother. She had a diamond ring that was a bow. My grandma died in 1999, so this was a long time ago. But my whole life I was like, Grandma, when you die, can I have your ring? And my whole life she was like, yes, Athena, when I die, you can have my ring. And somebody stole it. really broke my heart. It was a little tiny, you know, it wasn't expensive or super valuable, but it was hers. And I never saw that woman take it off. So grandma, I'm going to wear this little diamond ring and think of you. Feels like it's important that I have it. And then we'll be twinsers, and you can have a diamond ring and I'll have the same ring and we can wear them together. I'm not a size 6 on my ring finger, but because it'll be next to my band, I think maybe it'll work. So enjoy. Enjoy. Kathy got one of the hummingbirds. Cheryl, congratulations, congratulations.
I don't know if you want to show this piece and save it.
I really wanted to talk about the red. Which number was this one, Rachel? Oh, 74. Okay, I'm going to be real quick about this because it's so rare. This is hematite from Argentina in an obelisk. Like, holy shit. These are 4 to 5 inches, $39. Mine is not much bigger than this. I got that at Tucson wholesale and I paid $69. So we are under wholesale right now with one of the rarest combinations like in all your days. Have you ever seen anything like that? A hematite generator in a matrix of quartz and chalcedony. And red chalcedony is super grounding. This is endurance and achievement. Like grounded achievement, right? Endurance, strength. I just thought you would love that. And if it's not for you, make it a gift because it's a mesmerizing combination.
Even the back too, like look at that
Oh,
corner
I know.
right there.
I know, because you have all of that agate and all of that chalcedony
Whoa.
together. I mean, it's like a sunset on the back, but I would display it this way because, you know, because that. And that's all natural. Holy smokes. Okay, I think we can just show them the large specimen, and then I think that's good for tonight. We did have those ocean jasper trays in there, beautiful. I don't know, do you want an ocean jasper tray?
Let's show it because we
Sometimes
can go
you guys
quick
like
with the
these for your
team.
altars.
Yes.
That's ocean jasper.
We only have 6 left.
6 at $44 with the brass handles. Isn't that sweet? I just think they're beautifully done. But I mean, you couldn't get an ocean jasper slice for $44. Not like that. Ocean jasper comes from Madagascar. It's mined near the ocean. Was traditionally mined and sourced by women. Most of the big pockets are mined out. So this is old stock. So yeah, you can say sold jasper tray, sold ocean tray, sold tray. We'll figure it out.
And they're gone.
And they're gone. Yeah, I knew you guys would like that.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Okay, there's only one more piece I really want to show you. I mean, we had a couple more things, but I'm going to stop here because everybody needs to go home and rest. This is another, like, I don't know what Rachel did, but that's fine because you're going to be the beneficiary of $159. I always think watermelon tourmaline looks like ribbon candy, you know? Did your grandma ever have that?
All the bars. Like,
I know. But I mean, like, what? It's like all the way around. That's a quartz, citrine, and then what? Aquamarine.
Is it 179?
159. Says Rachel. I will support that. I will. No, I'm not. I'll support it. If I really thought it was nuts, I would change it. But it's kind of nice for you guys to get these bomb pieces. I wonder if we can. I'm tired, everybody.
Wow.
I gotta go to court with my next person tomorrow. So at least I got to have fun with you tonight. Enjoy that one. That was rad. Oh, my Atlanta is right. My Lord today. But even on the back, look at that little sunburst of tourmaline crystals. And by the way, there was a tourmaline crystal there. That's not broken. It's absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations. Congratulations. That one went to Earth Angel Creative. And we're all celebrating that for you. That was rad. Insane. Okay, you've done well today. Couple of notes before I turn to our giveaway. First of all, you got amazing things. Thank you for your great energy. Thank you to Team SG for moving to a different place in the building and setting up all the equips again. And, you know, maybe we'll stay here for next week just to not be nuts. You know what I mean? If Edmund doesn't mind us squatting in his office, I'm really thankful. So if you did shop today, you know, the downer side of shopping is you get a bill. So you will get an invoice tomorrow. That's Friday. The invoice will include shipping. We go by weight. So just trust the process. We usually lose a little money. We don't overcharge on shipping. So that will include the shipping in your invoice. Please pay that invoice over the weekend so that when we come in on Monday, we can get to work on your orders. Okay. On Saturday, again, it's First Harvest. I'll be live with my Living University students. So everyone's welcome if you're in that program. If you're not in that program, you can join. Gemology can join us too on Saturday. So I'm normally not live with you on Saturdays, but it's the First Harvest. It's Lamas, which is the wheat harvest. Begins the harvest season, y'all. How did we get here? This is Celestial Citrine from Brazil. There, really, that's just a white light, so you can really see how golden in color that is. Celestial citrine is the oldest citrine. You know it's celestial because it has these little celestial smoky quartz points around it. Do you see that? Smoky quartz grows with citrine. This is natural. This is not heat treated. It's a double term. It's worth about $800 to $900. I am giving it away. I'm going to stop talking. I mean, not stop talking, but I'm going to wait a minute before I choose a winner because I really want everybody to have a chance to comment if you're feeling called to it. Because it's beautiful. It's kind of cool how the light is reflecting off of the flashlight. Oh, wow. I know. I'm like, what did I do? Little party tricks there. It's pretty though. Oh my God. So citrine is known as the merchant stone. It's supposed to attract wealth and abundance to you. I collect it. I've never met a piece of citrine I didn't like. And Celestial is super special. I only have one Celestial citrine in my collection and I treasure it. So now you will have one too. And by the way, it has been eons since I saw Celestial citrine at Tucson and Denver. Eons. So I don't know if it's that less is coming out of Brazil. I'll find out when I go to Denver this year. But it's absolutely beautiful. Now, if you're somebody who likes things super clear and no inclusions and no markings, you're not going to like this. You got to like it rough and dirty like I do. And it's self-healed. See how that is a crack that the stone healed itself as it was growing. And a lot of us healers pay extra for self-healed stones because the theory is if a stone healed itself, it can heal you too. Citrine's good for IBS, stomach challenges. Just lay it over your solar plexus. I'm going to take a minute reading the comments. But again, thank you everybody for being here because it was the energy of today's show was really magnificent. There's still 5 heart with bow diamond rings left for $79, by the way. I don't know how we're going to find your comment. And there's 10 hummingbird pendants left for $49. So we'll try to capture those winners too. Okay, if I see them, team, I'll call them out too. Okay, let me see. I guess you guys like citrine. I don't blame you. I've taught you well. You have taught yourself well. Okay, let's see. God, I wish I had a bunch of them. I just got an interesting, sometimes like it's different things each time when I feel connected to a winner. And I've really gone through, Lori McKenna. First of all, I think you're going to get this promotion. But it's not going to stop there. That's what the guides are saying. And I don't have to tell you all this in front of, 300 of your closest friends, but like you need this confidence boost. I don't know what they're talking about, but you need this. The more confidence you can bring, and I know they're saying it's hard. The more confidence you can bring to this part of your life, this promotion is like one step in what the universe is trying to create through you. And whatever you end up doing, they're talking about philanthropy. It's like, if you get this, you're going to give to other people, and it's going to continue. Do you know what I'm talking? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's going to perpetuate this like cycle of abundance for other people. So you're going to get this opportunity, not just for you, but you're going to get it for other people who also need your help. And I have no idea what that means, but I know you're supposed to do it. So however you choose to work with it, again, I like to just lay down with a piece like this over my solar plexus, which is 2 finger widths above your belly button. That's where your energy center is, but I don't think you could make a wrong choice. So cheers, congratulations to you. Thank you for pursuing your passion, because other people are going to benefit. And that's what it's all about. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Do you feel it? Yay! I love that. And I do. I know it's hard because, all of you would love it. And you're probably like, why does Lori need it? But some of you can feel it. She does. Then she's going to do good work in the world with it. And I'm happy to be the conduit for that. May it bless you in big ways. I'm sending all my Leo love with it. And you're getting it during the Lionsgate. Like, what? Lionsgate opened on the 24th, closes on the 12th. We're going to celebrate on the 8th of August. So bring that piece. You'll have it by Lionsgate. We'll get it to you anytime so that you can work with it. Touchdown. All right. Thanks, you guys. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your evening. Enjoy your Friday. I won't enjoy mine, but I'll enjoy my Saturday with you, which will be first harvest. And I will look forward to seeing you on the other side of my day tomorrow. Cheers. Thank you, Circe, for being there. Thank you to Louise, Jazz, and Amber. Thank you to Rachel, who worked so hard to help bring this show to you today. And lots of healing, love, and blessings to our dear Robin. And we will see you. We'll see you soon. We're back here every Thursday at 3 Pacific time. Mark your calendars, subscribe to the channel, blah, 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 blah. Do what you need to do. Every Thursday at 3, and I will be back here with you solo next Thursday with even more. We're already starting to put that show together, and we're excited about it. So stay